wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to the southern end of things on the Sword Coast as we are jumping back into our fantastic Candlekeep Mysteries campaign. It has been a long while as we had to wait a full month since we played last, but we are very happy to be back and very happy to be continuing our adventure with these fine people right here. First and foremost, a massive thank you to everyone who's already joining us. Aftermath and Marianne and Patch, good to see you there. To answer your question, Aftermath, we have not got into the adventures as of yet. We have a lot of brand new players to the game here, so we are taking things slow, letting them meet their characters properly and get into their backstories a little bit, and then we will be heading our way to Candlekeep and diving in to the first mystery before very too long in any way whatsoever. So, a massive thank you to everyone who's joining us, and if you're watching later on, welcome to the VOD Squad, and it is always a pleasure to have you following our adventures whenever you get the chance. Athena Wolfgang, thank you. What a spectacular name. And thank you for the follow. Now, it's a pleasure to have you here. I hope you enjoy as we are just getting started. A massive thank you to the wonderful Sirenscape, who will be providing sounds this evening, music, sound effects, and the like. You can head on over and give them a try for free. Experience all of the incredible things that they have on offer for official Wizards of the Coast modules, Pathfinder stuff, Call of Cthulhu, and all sorts of other stuff. Quims, hey. How you doing? And indeed. Also, speaking of music, you really should head on over to the fantastic folks at Dark Fantasy Studio, Travis Savoy, and Epic Journey, 3 incredible YouTube channels of music that you can use in your games. Check out any of our VODs over on the YouTube channel, which I shall link here. Check out any of the VODs over there, and you can find the links for that in those details there. Another link that you will find there is for the amazing Will Savino on Patreon. That one's a paid one, but it is well worth it because he is a very prolific producer of fantastic music that you can use in all of your games. Now, you'll see a couple of automatic messages also going up there, as I would like to say another huge thank you to Django Games, our little icon here on the edge of our Roll20 window. Do go and check them out. The link there is for their DM's Guild catalogue. Check them out. There's a bunch of stuff there. Some of it's pay what you like, and they are a wonderful creator, and they did a fantastic supplement for Candlekeep, anything Candlekeep related, not just Candlekeep Mysteries, that you have access to a bunch of different monsters, some more lore about this, the castle library, and access to the random generator for their books, all of the fabulous books that you can find in the hallowed halls of this, the greatest library in all of Faerun. And our players were already impressed by the random book that was generated for them last time, so do stick around, as we're bound to find quite a few more on our travels here. Now, no worries, Quims. I hope it goes well. Now, another little pop-up there that we had is, if you want to support us, and some people, people often ask us, what can we do to support you? Of course, a follow, a Amazon Prime subscription, or a subscription, if you are so inclined, is always fantastic, and helps out the channel. Everything goes straight back into the games and get everything sorted here. But you also have one other way. People often ask, how can we do that without the man getting a cut? How can we get it to 100%? Well, at the moment, there is something that you can do for us. If you want to help us, as I say there, want to support the channel, support our players. Our wonderful Diaz here is having a slight monitor trauma, a slight situation. We're making do with duct tape and and all kinds of things slashed together. And we do have Diaz with us at one point, but this is not ideal. And this is someone for whom streaming and being online and using the computer. Oh, is that little Trixie? Hey, Trixie.
It's
oh, no,
Goblin.
Another one. Goblin. That's another good name. Please, if you are able to, in any way whatsoever, we have a little GoFundMe here to get Diaz back in the game to the best of their ability. If you are able to, please do help out. Anyway, any tiny amount is absolutely fine. Whatever is okay, and only if you're able, of course. But I just want to throw that out there, if that is something that you would like to do, because it is a family affair over here, and it's got quite a big extended family, but it is that. And speaking of that family, let us go around the screen here and say hi, hello, and find out just what these people are doing, what they are about, who they are playing, and let's jump into things. So, yeah, it's up there, Quims. Thank you, Quims. So, first and foremost, Diaz, who are you? Who are you playing, and where are they at right now?
I go back as Daisy. I'm playing Diaz, a changeling of the trickster religion.
Yes.
From the Traveler.
That's right. Okay, that's very famous. Got made famous by Critical Role. A very popular D&D stream. Yes, the Traveler is here on working his mischievous magic. There he is. Cheers, Patch. Working his mischievous magic throughout the multiverse. And how are they feeling right now, Diaz?
So, we're excited to head towards Candlekeep.
Yeah.
And it's just... I'm very excited to get to that giant library and then help people with the plague.
Absolutely. Always good. Yes. The delightfully named sight rot that is befalling the poor town of Riverbend. Which, may or may not be mostly Diaz's fault, as she insulted a hag by using hold person on her. Okay.
A little.
Next around the screen, we have Greyra, please.
Hey, my name's Matt. I'm playing Greyra today. Currently in the game, I am hungover in a bar waiting for my chums to get back to me so we can go to a library where I hear I can get a vaccine that I can sell to these fine people and make quite a large profit on. So that is my hopes and dreams for this game.
Topical. Now.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yes, do come over to Phoenix Iwaki for your socio-political commentary and D&D. Next on around the screen, we have Maros.
Hello, my name is Maros. I'm normally known as Senses, but for this campaign, I'm Maros. I play a high half-elf knight, like the whole knight in shining armor kind of deal. I recently just got reunited with my family, and we're heading back over to the bar to see what this mystery game's gonna hold for us today. So
thank you.
We'll wait and see.
Thank you. Yes, that's right. Yeah, you've just been traveling over. I'm going to do a recap as well as we jump into the game here. But moving on, a shadow falls across the room as the door is blocked by the massive form of Thug.
Hey guys, Big Man Studios playing as Thug, the Goliath Barbarian, ready to punch something today, hopefully. We'll see what happens.
We shall indeed. And last but not least, burning coals for eyes, pallid skin, the reborn dragged back from the abyss, Osmosis. Muted Osmosis.
Muted cause.
You're not working.
Every time.
Yeah, there you go. Muted. There you go. I'm normally known as Cause. I'm playing a undead warlock. Power to the flame.
Thank you. Now, and I am John. Welcome. I will be playing everyone else. Mustachioed or not, thug. Or otherwise. Okay, so. Yes. Yeah, Greya, here's your advice from Aftermath. A consummate professional in her field. Oof, you don't want to piss off a hag and leave him alive.
Sound advice.
To their credit, Aftermath, they did kill everything else in that session. It's just the one they left alive. The smidgen of clemency that they that crept into their otherwise cold hearts has come back to bite them. Now, let us get going as I read for you a little recap of what happened last time we were here on the Sword Coast. First, we started up in the skies, traveling through storms and then subsequent more clement weather as you were on Arafor's airship, heading down from Mount Hotenau, from up near Neverwinter, all the way down past Waterdeep, over Baldur's Gate, and down to a small town in the nook of a bend of a river on the edge of the Humblewood as you arrived home, quote unquote, in the town of Riverbend. As you were traveling, you heard that the town has been afflicted by a horrible curse, and the people, a great number of them, have been struck down by sight rot, which causes bleeding from the eyes and eventual blindness. Not permanent, but until it is cured. And also, there were a few dreams that visited our players. Greyra, our drow druid, was bothered by a taunting dream from said hag, the hag in Skullport that had sold him a zombie, Olive Stillwater, telling him that this was all his fault. If she'd only been allowed her dinner, if she'd only not been tampered with and bound up by that hold person spell. If only. Then they woke and carried on their journey. Arriving back at the town, they went straight to the pub as they headed to the Open Hand Tavern and met with the Tabaxi barkeep Seven Spell. They heard from him that the plague was no longer catching or spreading, which had encouraged folks to start moving around the town again, and they were advised to go to the magnificent fortress library of Candlekeep nearby in order to seek a solution and talk to the wise scholars who dwell within. Luckily, as luck would have it, there was one of the Candlekeep Avowed in the bar, traveling back to the library himself after acquiring a rare book about the benefits of bribing giants with fine wine. And you talked to him, bullied him, threatened him, cajoled him, terrified him into asking you to accompany him and guard him on his way, because the bandits and everything on the roads recently have been quite the danger. And in return for your services, he could use his book to get all of you into the Candlekeep interior, for you do need something unique, something special to be allowed through those hallowed gates. Now, as he carried on to flick through the pages of his book in the Shadows of Giants, Maros, as he mentioned, went across town to see his relatives, an aunt, uncle, and cousin, who unfortunately had also been struck down by this horrible curse that was afflicting the whole town. He was somewhat in trepidation about going, as he hadn't met these members of his family for many, many, many years, not since he was small. He had been with his more immediate family up in the elven city of Mithranor. The elven city of Mithranor that is no more. The elven city of Mithranor that was attacked by the return of a Netherese flying city, the Shadow City itself, back, escaping the trials and trepidations of the spell plague, escaping the fate of all of its fellow cities that went plunging to the ground as their magic failed them, and they were destroyed in the cataclysm that destroyed the Netherese Empire. This particular city zipped off and tucked themselves away in the Shadowfell, where they waited. But that is not a place you can spend any length of time without it having an effect. And when the Shadow City returned, they went back to their original world building and conquest of all of the lands that they could find, starting in the Unarak Desert and slowly spreading out towards the woodlands and Mithranor over in the nearby kingdom. As they closed in for the final battle, the fabled, magnificent Elminster himself joined the battle and turned the tide against the evil Netherese flying wizards. But in doing so, the Netherese city was destroyed and came tumbling out of the skies and crashing into Mithranor. Both cities were pulverized and destroyed utterly. The remnants of their populations scuttling for safety, those, including Maros, being helped out by strangers. Kind, well-meaning strangers working for some organization that they were not too keen to let be known who they were actually working for, but they were helping the elves and the half-elves, like Maros's family, escape from the cataclysm of Mithranor and make their way out into the world to try and carry on living their lives after this terrible event. Now, that was a long time ago, and Maros, nervously thinking back on all that has happened in this time, went to his relative's house, and there was a joyous reunion with the servants that he had brought with him from Mithranor, the butler and maids, and they were very quick to insist that he go to the bedside of his relatives. And he chose to go and see his first cousin, an older first cousin. Well, no, sorry, we're speaking half-elf, so probably. I was just going like I was thinking human when you said that she was 40, like 41, and I was like, oh, she's much older. And I was like, oh no, that's probably about the same age if we're talking half-elves. He went to see his first cousin, and met with her, Mary, and there was a very touching scene as they were reunited, and he changed her dressings and bade her be calm and rest easy in the confidence that he and his companions would find what the problem was, would find how to solve it, and return to save Riverbend as soon as possible. And that is where we left things last time. Rant over. Sorry, I added all that Mithranor bit on the fly, so that was shoved that in there quickly. Okay, I need to give myself a little inspiration crystal before we jump into this. Thank you very much for that, folks. If you have any surplus of dream pies about your person, you may spend them to give our players advantage or disadvantage. Inspiration crystal for advantage on a roll, or a nice ruby red for a disadvantage, as displayed by Osmosis, who already has both. And I do believe that those were both randomly rolled. Like they were gifted to a random player, and I rolled the dice and it ended up you both times, which means I roll a lot of sixes, but hey, there you go. So, EDH, thank you for that inspiration crystal. And everyone else, if you do have them, please give generously to these fine players, that they may, not that big, it was huge, as they may survive. Oh, I had one already, damn it. I should have just used that one. La-la, there we go. Okay, I have disadvantage and advantage. Now, the difference there is disadvantage is on your next roll, whereas advantage you can choose when you're using that. So, there is a difference there. Now, let us carry on and get back into things here. I believe it's the next morning, is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, as you wake up to the smell of a delicious cooked breakfast wafting up, there is a minor earthquake as Thug half tumbles, half runs down the stairs towards the cooked breakfast. Is it ready yet? No, not quite. It doesn't matter. Put it in his mouth. And you quaff and scoff and set yourselves up for the day with a slightly nervous Parmac, the avowed of Candlekeep, nibbling delicately at a salad to the side. So, is there anything that you need to get ready to prepare yourselves for the journey, or are we good to go?
I'm good.
I believe we're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Patch has sent the traveler to give inspiration to Diaz. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna put it. I think I decided last time to put it on their heads like a sim. There we go. He said having.
As long as we don't talk like Sims, right?
Yes, please. Okay. There we go. Thank you, Patch. So, is everyone good to go? Anything you would like to prepare?
Anyway,
Not on my
I
side. I'm
think
all
I'm
good.
good.
I'm good.
All right. Absolutely, Vida Monster. I'm sure. Welcome in. It's a pleasure to have you. Okay, now, as you heft, absolutely, as you heft your packs and check your armaments and armor and get everything ready, you stride out. Vida, okay, thank you. You stride out onto the road and you stand in the town square looking about you. Sorry. While this music's playing, all of my descriptions are going to be epic. As the white clouds skid across a azure blue sky, you stand there, the breaking of a new day, a new adventure. I'll calm down. I need to change the music. I need to change the music. It's too much. Okay, let's try this. There we go. Calm down. So, yes, you make your way out onto the cracked, broken cobbles and daisies, pushing up through the gaps in the stonework. And you, sorry, I was laughing at Vida, and you look about the place, and unfortunately there are some of the afflicted pouring their way along the walls, unable to see where they're going, some lucky enough to have family members aiding them, moving with them about their business as the day starts once more in Riverbend. And it's at that point you see a figure running. Maris. It's Frederick. Oh, not Frederick, that's your uncle. No, Hannibal, the butler. Hannibal, the butler from your household, is running. He's like, Master Morris, you haven't. Oh, good, thank goodness, you haven't gone. I'm glad I caught you. Just a moment, please. This one's for you, and for you, and for you. And he moves around each of you and gives you a little packed lunch, tied in a red polka dot hanky. The girls, they, Arisa and Marion, they insisted. Please, it's not much, just stave you over for today, but, it's a long walk.
Thank you.
No.
Yeah, tell them we say thank you.
I will, and pleasure to meet you all. Thank you for looking out for Master Morris and allowing him to look out for you.
Pleasure.
Godspeed.
Well, me looking out for all of them.
Godspeed, and may Lathander's light shine and illuminate your way.
Thank you. Will do.
And he stands, biting his lip, as you stride out through the town square and off towards the south, and the tradeway as it carries on towards the junction that meets with the Way of the Lion that stretches out to the Clifftop Castle. But before we leave Riverbend, something that we may have to come back to in the future, especially when a certain festival rolls around. Thug, you gasp in surprise. You never thought to see the like this far south, anywhere south of the Spine of the World Mountains. You see what is unmistakably the varied heights of stump sticking out of the ground, the low wall marking the exterior of the court. They have a goat ball court.
Guys, look. It's Goat Ball. We used to play this.
Really?
I'm
Yes,
not
very
familiar.
good game.
You throw the goats?
You
Or
throw
what?
the goat, you get to go.
Yay! Well, I like them. I don't know if I want to throw them.
Yes, everyone. Goat ball is a Goliath sport from Rime of the Frost Maiden. And Thug is from Icewind Dale, has travelled very far, but has found a little slice of home. So, with Thug like looking back over his shoulder every now and then at the courts and smiling, you hit the road. Now, I warn you, this is a 4-day walk. So, I need Maris. As you're in the middle. Hey, Duff. Maris, please roll me a d4, the pyramid one.
This one.
Yes, indeed. And tell me the number
Okay.
at the top there.
3.
3.
Yep.
Okay. Now, as you are walking, is there anything you would like to discuss? Any revelations that have been had? Any accusations that need to be made?
Accusations about what?
My question exactly.
I'm going to remain very
And-
silent.
No, not that I can think of.
Would they be holding a grudge against me or Greyroff or our situation?
The townsfolk?
Yeah, or our folk.
Nope, nobody in the town knows it was your fault.
Okay.
Yes.
And we're going to keep it that way.
Parmac says, "Oh, yes, I'll never go to Riverbend ever again. Promise."
No, this guy doesn't know. Like, he can't know. Not even. We are in the eyes of the town. We are honourable travellers on our way to find a cure, and we are not to blame at all whatsoever. And I'll stab anyone who says otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Right with you.
Tracks.
Yeah,
tracks.
Oh god.
Guys, we're in this together, okay? We've got to band together on this one. If the press get a hold of it, we're ruined.
Says you.
We didn't release it. It came from a pangolin.
This is the man that murdered the barkeep.
We're
Just
still on
move
the
on from
barkeep.
that. We're
We're still on
not
the
still on the
barkeep.
barkeep. Everyone
No,
got
we're
paid
not.
off of that. We're all complicit. Get on with your life.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did take the money.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we
not,
did.
Not everyone.
Yeah, we
not
took it.
everyone.
No,
Everyone.
Our
beloved-
We'll get you a goat later, Thug.
Our beloved Toln, aka Waku, aka Firemore, has gifted inspiration to the honourable stabber Greyra.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you very much.
Cheers, Josh.
Here I go, murdering again.
With advantage.
So no, I think we're pretty together on this. We're all on the same page about how we need to continue. You know, I don't think there's any grudges between the group. Right, guys?
I'm good.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been through the shit we've been through here lately.
pulls a knife. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Like fucking AJ on a game on Tuesday, she had props. She had this wicked-looking knife. She kept
Yeah.
waving at the camera. Not all Kalashtar. Now,
Here's a Zelda.
that'll do. Nice. As you are making your way to the south, towards the junction, it was indeed, Josh. Is there anything more to the point that you would like to ask Parmak, your avowed, the man with the access, the man who can get to the books?
So can you describe the road to me? Like, are we on our own? Is it a beautiful country day? Are we? Is there anyone else around us? Like, what's happening?
As you leave Riverbend, there are a few other people moving out to the outlying farms, going out into the fields to start their work for the day. And there is a wagon with its horses, fully laden, I'm afraid, that gets a better pace than the rest of you and pulls out ahead of you and slowly disappears towards the horizon and round the corner of a hill. But yeah, this is not like a really, really bustling thoroughfare. It is the major north-south road on the coast here, but it is. Let's see. Yeah, it is. Occasionally, you see people coming the other way, or have people overtake you on horseback. But it's not deserted, but it's not bustling by any means either.
Okay. And one would assume we're going to stop for lunch in a little off divot, somewhere off of the road. You know, little valley.
Sure.
We're gonna starve.
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah.
eat.
No, we're gonna leave it a little red napkin.
Just spread out the
Wow.
blanket right in the middle of the road.
I like to think
On a
that
blind
you
corner.
got your little red napkin tied to a little pole.
Yeah, right.
What do they call those, hitchhiker sticks or something?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, can we hitchhike?
Little hobo. I think Maris is the only one that could pull that off with any a deal of authenticity. Everyone else would look bizarre. And Diaz could do it too. All right.
So tell us what you know of. Tell us what you know of Candlekeep. You know, you've got a book, you've got an original literature to get in, but like you obviously know a bit of history about it. Tell us.
Oh goodness. Well, there was a famous seer called Orlando, and the original building was constructed to safeguard his works, the records of his prophecies, and they are still chanted to this day. You can hear the sound of his prophecies being read by the readers of the inner library constantly throughout the day, where they work in shifts and they are forever intoning the passages lest they be forgotten and the wisdom be lost. And then others started to arrive, followers of Denier, the god of literature, writing, knowledge, and other faiths as well. And the buildings started to cluster and accumulate, and it has grown into the most wondrous, crazy, haphazard, fantastic building you will have ever seen. Towers ranging up to the sky. One of them is the carved out remains of a petrified red dragon. all sorts. Speaking of which, there's rumors of the remains of a dragon, the spirit of a dragon, in the off-limits sections of the catacombs, but I've never been able to check that out for myself, of course.
Any treasure to speak of?
What greater treasure is there than the world's knowledge? All there in one place, anything you could hope for, anything you could wish to research.
And what sort of security do they have?
most powerful wards, the strongest archmages you have ever seen. Woe betide anyone foolish enough. Oh, I just even the thought.
So we're gonna have to bribe someone.
For
Okay.
what?
Well, no, sorry, nothing. Oh yeah, it sounds interesting, fantastic. Yeah, and the book you carry will get all of the party in together.
Yes, we are. If I say that we are traveling together, that will be no problem. Now, let me prepare you. There are certain rules that, of course, we must abide by in an institution such as this.
Of course.
Yes. Hang on, let me find it. Sorry. They're called the Orders of Accordance, and all visitors are required to follow them, lest they be thrown out and banned from the structure for all time. First and foremost, you see his eyes ever so slightly darts to Maros and Thug. There is to be no fighting. All arguments must follow the rules of cordial debate and discussion. Violent altercations are not to be tolerated.
Oh, that's fine. Me and Thug got this. We're not gonna cause no trouble, but you know, if it comes down to it, which, as you're saying, that it shouldn't. So
Exactly, and no one will think the worse of you. Little one faced a certain amount of prejudice when he first arrived, but he has proven himself a most erudite scholar and a welcome addition to our hallowed walls.
Pug looks down, just kicks a stone and goes, all right.
As I drop it out of character for a moment, the adventures themselves that are presented in Candlekeep will take you elsewhere, and you will get to swing whatever you wish to swing. So do not fret, do not worry. This is a balanced campaign with all the various pillars of D&D involved. Do not worry. Next, and again, Diaz, you see his eyes flit ever so briefly, this time towards Greyra. There is to be no stealing, of course. The rule applies to all objects in the keep, not just the library's works, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Next, whilst
Fine,
you
mate.
are allowed...
Slightly insulted, if I'm honest. Well, look, what do you mean?
I'm merely reading out the orders of accordance for everyone.
We'll get back to it and stop pointing fingers, huh?
I did nothing of the sort. Next, of course, there is to be no copying of the texts. Visitors are permitted to take notes while studying the library's works, but if you wish to make a full copy of a work, you must pay for the manuscript to be created by the scribes in the House of the Binder.
All right, mate.
Good, splendid. Now, last but certainly not least, there is to be no damaging, marking, or otherwise modifying of the works. No moustaches drawn, shall we say? Just as an example plucked from the ether. The rule does not apply to any of your own privately carried books, scrolls, etc., but nothing that is part of the Candlekeep collection.
Sounds reasonable.
Yes.
Pug
Yeah.
looks down and kicks another rock.
No pictures. Now, let me just sort something here. As we arrive, we will be ushered through the main gates into the Court of Air. That is the inner courtyard where all visitors mingle and spend their time. There are the pillars of pedagogy where there are study rooms. Some benefited with zones of silence spells that you can concentrate and focus fully on your work. There is the buildings of the erudite outfitters and clothiers. They provide robes for the various avowed and scholars, such as these. What do we think? Huh? They-
Very nice.
Nancy.
a little road worn. I must admit, I should probably go and get some new ones when I get back. And then, of course, there is the aforementioned House of the Binder, if you wish anything to be drawn up or copied. If any of you, and he kind of looks around, hopefully, if any of you are followers of Ogmar? Anyone? Anyone in the light of the candle? You are welcome
Yeah,
to.
yeah, sure, yeah. Why
Oh,
not? Yeah.
I knew. I could sense your curiosity, your keenness to arrive. There is, do not fret, a temple of Ogmar where you can lay your offerings and make your prayers. And then there is the House of Rest, where there are dormitories and rooms available for visitors to stay. And then, of course, there is the Hearth, a popular spot to have a tipple or two.
Mhm.
Little one is there most of the time.
Who is this little one you speak
Yeah.
of?
Oh, he's quite the character. He's an ogre. An ogre. But do not fret. He's not dangerous. He came across a band of intellect, and in doing so, discovered the wonders, discovered the joy to be had in reading, and is always curious to find new books and read new things. Do check in with him and say hello. He can provide information on the outside world, maybe more than the rest of us. His wife is the first mate on a privateer galleon, plying up and down the Sword Coast. I've heard they've even had a scrap with pirates.
Excitable, this chap, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just so good to be back. I know we're still 3 days away, but I'm on the last leg, shall we say? Now, let me bring you over to the map, Apsy, as you were saying. So when you were saying about the road, you were actually meaning like the physical road you're traveling, weren't you?
To be honest, I was trying to get this guy by himself so I could steal his book, but let's go with I was looking at the road.
Here it is.
Nice.
This lovely map. Everyone should give it a second to snap into focus as it gets itself sorted. So yeah, you are working your way down this section of road here, just coming out of the Humblewood there, and that black dot there, that little black dot on the side of the road is Riverbend, and then this next sizable population down here is Beregost, but you will be not going that far, as before that you'll be veering off to the west towards the coast and Candlekeep, which is here, next to those islands.
Okay.
Anything else that you would like to ask before, while you're on your way? I mean, there's lots and lots of time, so if you think of anything later, do say so.
Well, Thug's been sort of very interested in the title of the book so far, in the Shadow of Giants, because it kind of rings true to his backstory.
Right.
So he doesn't want to share it with people yet, but just thinking about it.
Okay. Noted. Yes, you remember it was about a expert winemaker who was extorted by giants and had to ply them with magnificent drink to be able to survive and get the kind of racketeering effort that was going on there. So he talks to you and is chatting about the predicament of Riverbend, and he suggests, let me remind myself, he suggests that you should talk with, I need to grab names like this out of the main text and have them separate. Sorry, excuse me. Yes, here we go. He recommends that you look for one of the sages in Candlekeep who goes by the name of Matrius. I believe that is right. And he, is that right? Hang on, sorry, let me make sure I got the right name here. I don't want to mess up this. What's the walking order that when you're moving in a time like this? What kind of formation are you arrayed in? Just spread across the road, or is someone in the front and the back with people in the middle? What's going on?
Say Maros in the front. Probably me next. And then
Well, we're in like a.
I don't think we're
Thug
in a
in the
line.
rear.
Well,
I
I would
wouldn't
say.
know.
I would say I'd be in the front and Thug would be in the main back, but we're kind of joined as like one.
I'm walking in Thug shadow because it's too
Hold
bright.
on.
Nice.
Alright.
Actually, yeah, if you can wrangle it so you're fighting on the opposite side of Thug from where the sun is at any given moment, I will remove your
Fight.
disadvantage for being in direct sunlight. Actually, thank you, Aftermath. Yeah, actually, it is in the thing. It is Matrios, but actually, we are using a supplement by the wonderful Dylan, who has produced a fantastic DM's Guild available supplement that ties all of this together into one marvelous campaign with a coherent BBG in the background running through the whole thing. And we are actually going to be shifting from the official Matrios to one Telis Avost. So yes, your friend here, Parmak, who, by the way, constantly trips over things because he's always reading, right? He's always reading. Like he's finished up with the In the Shadow of Giants, book, and he's looking on to something else. And he starts reading through that, and he's constantly like falling into like little potholes in the road, or divots that have been kicked up by horses or whatever. And you actually have to pick him up a few times. He's constantly, or he just like walks straight into the back of Thug as he stops to look at something passing by.
I would say that Diaz is kind of not really focused in the walk either. Probably picking up shiny rocks or little
shiny
flowers and things and putting them bits and bobs in her pocket.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, let me. So I'm being remiss and I haven't got a proper link for Dylan's work. I do need to get that sorted. Here we go. So, unless you have anything that you would like to talk about particularly, we can narrate the rest of this journey.
Can I cast Charm Person on our new friend?
You can try.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Let me just put this in chat. Okay, so everyone, this is the link on the DM's Guild for the wonderful A Guide to Candlekeep Mysteries by Dylan Ramsey, a wonderful member of the Chaos Crew. Boop. There it is. Do give it a check. It is a fantastic supplement. And on sale at the moment, a little bit as well. It is a really good way to tie all of the one-shots together, because Candlekeep Mysteries is supposed to be just a bunch of random one-shots. But if you want to make a campaign of it, as we have, then do check that out. Okay, so, Charm Person. Is this the first day still?
In fact, it says when the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you. So I'm going to back out of that. I think
Okay.
we'll leave it as is.
Maybe as you walk through the doors into the library.
Yeah.
Okay. He does. He also tells you that apart from the restricted section, which would need a petition to one of the higher ups of the library, you're welcome, Def. You have access. The Avowed can get any of the books for you and bring them out to the Court of Air. Any works can be delivered for you to study. Some of them may be being used by someone else. There's always a chance of that, but on the whole, it should be relatively easy to get whatever you're after. And the Avowed will help you find the correct works that you need to answer whatever questions you have. Now, unless there is anything else. Going once, going twice.
Is there any way we could speed the journey up? Like maybe look for a cart about the road or something that Thug can then just pull?
Funny you should mention that.
Great.
Not too early on, I'm afraid, but as you're coming towards the end of the third day, you come across something strange as the shadows lengthen and the sun starts to plunge its way towards the Sea of Swords. There is a massive tree crashed down across the width of the road.
Great.
Ambush.
And you can see a cart, Thug, just as you've been keeping your eyes open for. On the opposite side, it was clearly meant to be coming in this direction. You know, coming towards where you are coming from, going towards Riverbend. But it has been blocked by this fallen tree. And there are no horses tethered into it. Nothing. It's just sat there in the middle of the road. But, as we like to say, show, don't tell.
Okay. Hold on.
So, there you are with Parmac. Splendid beard.
Okay, and we're on the opposite side of this tree, right, where the cart's here.
Yeah, so you've come down from the north, and there's this
Right.
nice area here. There's a few trees dotted around, bushes, undergrowth, and there's this interesting rock arch that goes up and over the road, a natural from the looks of things. And then just this tree that has just been crashed down into the road there, and you can see the wagon a ways off there.
Can Thug see over the tree?
Yes, it's not that far, not that far across.
Can he jump up on top of it?
Absolutely.
I'm going to do that.
Please,
Just
everyone-
present myself, as it were.
Yep, everyone should have control of their tokens.
Okay.
Um,
Carney Sideshow, welcome. Greyra, you were correct. You said it was an ambush, and it was. Carney Sideshow has come raiding. Welcome, everybody. I hope you had a fantastic session. Good to see you, Chris. So,
I'm not getting this. Can't move that counter.
Really? Just a moment, please. Technical difficulties. Osmosis Genectith. Ugh. Edit. It is in your journal. It can be controlled by you.
I can't move mine either.
Can't neither.
Okay. Let me try one. There's two things it could be. That's one, and that's the other.
So while we're sitting here, I turn to the guys and say, "This is definitely an ambush. Prepare yourselves. Swords
Yes.
out, guys. Come on."
Alex,
I'm
how's,
trying to.
how's that, mate?
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look.
Bosh.
I'm trying to look to see if there's like.
Osmosis, try yours.
Mm. Yeah, I can move it now.
And Greyra.
think I-
How do you move them again?
Just select it, and then you can use your cursor keys. Yours isn't done yet. Sorry, mate.
Oh, okay.
And Maros. Sorry, I hadn't assigned the tokens to the character sheets. There you go. Everyone should have it now.
Mine doesn't work.
Yeah.
Trying.
My
Always have it.
Try refresh your Roll20, mate.
Righto.
Should be fine.
Ah.
What are you doing?
Oh, crap.
Welcome, Raiders, to this.
I know.
Okay,
No,
Thug,
still none.
you jump up onto the onto the tree there, and you can see beneath that natural rock arch that's soaring up over the road. You can see that covered barrel top wagon there, with its empty this bit sticking out the front. You can't see into the covered section. Success. You can't see into the covered section. It's closed off where the horses would be, where there's the bench seat for the driver. But you know that the flaps will be open at the back, the opposite side to you.
I'm just gonna ready my maul, just in case.
Just in case.
And then I'm just gonna call out, hello, hello, hello.
He 100% doing that himself. There's nothing for it to echo off.
So, can we climb up onto the tree too, or no?
Absolutely, yeah.
Or are we too tiny to?
Oh, no.
Okay, I didn't know how big the tree was. So,
Give you a hand up.
Yeah, it's fine. Do it.
Yeah, Grera, there's absolutely no reason why that shouldn't be working for you. It's linked.
Refreshed, done all the.
There
There you go.
That was me. Sorry.
Even when I highlight over the tools, they're all grayed out.
Over the menu on the left.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Which I mean, yeah, they should be. I mean, do they flick blue when you roll over them?
Yeah, but I can't select anything. It doesn't.
Make sure you're on the select and move, and then try to go back to your character.
The cursor one on top?
It.
Yep. It's not working.
Can you ping the map?
Nope.
Like hold and click.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Well, let's figure out what's going on there later. Just tell me where you want to go, and I'll move you. So, yes, everyone strikes a pose as you line up across this this tree.
Can we kind of scout just to see if there's anything unusual?
Yes, anyone that would like to, please give me a perception check.
That's what I was gonna add.
There you
Can
go.
I do that?
Absolutely.
I was wanting to do that before. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that now. Okay.
Where's Dreads? We need Dreads' anti-tech goblin sword.
How do we do a perception check?
In the list of your skills, down the middle of your character sheet, there is perception.
So it's
Yeah, I have
+2.
I have +2. Yeah.
Go for it.
I have +0, so I ain't even attempting.
Oh, it's worth
plus-
it. You can always get a natural
I got
20.
+4.
So that's a D20 plus 5, right?
Yes, that's right.
It's 24.
Nice.
12.
Okay.
I got 11.
13.
All right. All of you clamber up there and sit still for a moment, looking around. Greyra, with that 24. You do hear, even over the sound of that stream, just trickling by on the side of the road, sounds in the bushes beyond the stone arch. Nothing on your side of the stone arch, but it's distinct. I mean, it could be wildlife as well. It's so.
Can I
faint.
flank round to the left to the stone arch and see if I can peer over the arch?
So you want to go to the base of the arch?
Yeah.
Like run about
To
there?
the left. Yeah. See if I can see anything round it.
Yeah, that's a good call. So yeah, you slowly. Do you want to make me a stealth check? It's also in your skills there.
+2, so that is 13.
Okay. Let me see if I can get some water running for you here.
I think as a bit of a distraction, I think I'm just going to jump down and move a couple forward towards the arch.
Noted.
Making quite a bit of noise.
Okay. Just getting some sounds here. Oh, woodpecker.
Can I throw one of my stones into the bush? See if I can stir anything.
Well, let's just let me just fix up Greyra for a second here. So Greyra, you go sneaking around the side there, and what was your stealth total? Sorry,
13.
13. Okay, so yeah, you go creeping over there, and you slowly peer around the edge of the stone arch, and worried that would be, you know, like highwaymen or, you know, some sort of ne'er-do-well, like flattened up against the rock waiting just out of sight, you are pleasantly surprised that there is nobody there. Now, Thug, you're moving forward towards the stone arch. What kind of distraction are you doing here?
I'm just sort of strolling, making some noise.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Just to mask Greyra's approach, as it were.
Okay. Excellent. Well, Greyra, I will give you advantage on that stealth then, if you want to roll one more time and see if it's better, because that will carry on
again.
Okay. And Daisy, sorry, Diaz, you are hurling a stone where?
Oh, I think I would have to get closer to the bush or something that he heard an animal or something. So let me try to move.
It's Jimmy. He's come for you.
Limit. I got pretty good arm. I think I can throw it from there. I guess I gotta check something.
Are you hurling it towards the one where Greyra is?
Yeah.
Noted. Yeah,
Absolutely
please roll
destroying
me.
myself.
Roll me a d20 and add your dex bonus. Not in the skills in the middle, but across the top. You know, the horizontal ones. Look at the dexterity bonus.
Oh. I have a total of 4.
With the dice.
Yeah, I have no dexterity.
Noted. I believe we saw that last time when you tried to pick that lock.
Yeah. I forget. I also have no memory.
Yeah, that's the river. Okay. So, as you are creeping across to the archway there, you draw back, finding a suitably sized rock on the side of the road, and hurl it! And it almost hits Greyra and then sails off between the two bushes and thuds into the grass.
At least I
About
didn't
4
hit you.
next time. God damn. I'm not seeing anyone here, guys. I can't see anyone. I sort of call back to them. Like I've broken stealth now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Moving a bit further forward, sort of under the arch, cautiously, but
Okey-doke.
confidently.
I want to sort of loop around the arch, come around it.
Please.
I'm moving
getting on
under. I'm moving under the arch with Thug.
Go for it.
I
Can you
wanna-
move me, Phoenix?
Are you moving around the edge? Yeah.
Yeah.
So around to here.
Yeah. This is such a build-up if there's nothing here.
I do see that the wagon does have a broken wheel.
It does. Well spotted.
I stand on
Like it
top
may
of
be
the
in a-
bridge.
It looks like a trap. Somebody had dug,
I think no, that's
made
the,
a
I think
trap.
that's the yeah, that's like because it looks like it was kind of semi-covered over there. Osmosis. That's a good observation. Let me zoom in for all the way for people back home. Ow! Whoa! Behave. There we go. Sorry, everyone. It's like motion sickness there. There we go. So yes, you can see there is definitely a hole in the road, much larger than the average kind of divots and potholes you've seen on your travels so far. And there are broken twigs and some leaves and plant matter there, which looks like it was covered up as this wagon was moving towards this blocked part of the road here. And the wheel, as you see, is broken and lying on the side. And Diaz, roll me an acrobatics check, please.
Okay. For God's sake, that's 0 2.
Plus 0, or that's what you rolled?
No, I got 6.
Say again, sorry?
6.
6?
Yes.
Okay. Maros,
Hmm.
can you give me a dexterity saving throw, please? It's in the box on the left side of your sheet, the saving throws section.
Where? What?
In the top left part of your character sheet, above the
Yeah.
proficiencies and things, saving throws, and the dexterity one.
On D20?
On D&D Beyond.
Oh, okay. Give you a what check now? A dexterity check?
Dexterity saving throw, please. Yeah. Let's just put you two there so you're not on the stone.
Underneath where your name is, that number roll plus
Yeah.
D20.
Oh, what do I need to roll? I need to roll a D20?
D20 plus the whatever that is, yeah.
Okay. 11.
An 11. Okay. You suddenly look up and dive out the way as a trap is sprung. No, it's Daisy slipping and falling as Diaz comes plummeting down off the stone arch as she loses her footing and crunches into the road painfully, taking.
Oh, can I try and catch her?
Yeah, okay.
Please?
Also make a dexterity saving throw, please.
So dexterity is plus 0.
Yeah.
14.
14. That's enough. So yes, you look
Yay.
at your instincts. Much as you would leap on the sudden startled animal that was chased out of the undergrowth, you quickly jump forward with your arms stretched out, and Daisy lands across the massive arms as Thug catches her.
Thank you, Thug.
Oh.
I wish I would say that'd be the last time I'd be falling, but it's not.
All right. So yeah, no damage taken. Well done, everybody.
Thank you very much.
All right. So, how would you like to proceed?
Don't trust the wagon. That screams like there's people hiding inside it, gonna jump out. on us.
Well, I have a question. Are we close enough to kind of see like the?
I'm going to move up to here.
Well, I'm gonna say,
Blanket,
are we close enough to see, like how long it's been sitting there? If it's been sitting there recently, or if it's been there quite a while?
Looks
Okay.
weathered to me.
I mean, but a lot of the traffic on this road is moving up and down the coast road, storms rolling in off the Sea of Swords. It's it's not unusual. So it looks regularly weathered.
Oh,
There are no weeds or anything growing over the wheel.
Right,
Maris,
okay.
if that's what you're thinking of.
That seems
yeah.
recent.
I was thinking how long it's sitting.
Are there any other signs of like potential scuffle or anything? Any like blood or anything on the ground that you
Not
can't
that
see
I-
on this image?
Not that I can see on this image.
I mean, if you want to investigate, you'd have to go closer.
Right,
Don't go closer.
Let's do it. Doing it.
Yeah. Let me. I'm going to go here.
He's brave.
By the wheel.
That was
That
everyone heard that bird, right? That was
Yeah.
that was flying up out of the trees on the other side of the river there.
Danger.
So, Thug,
Can
are
I-
you just looking right
Can
where
I
you are now?
shake the wagon?
Yes, of course.
So just start softly and then give it a good old shake side to side.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
Athletics +4.
Andrew's elder brain, welcome on in. It's another ambush,
Nine.
Rira. Good to see you, Andrew. 9. Okay. You grab onto the sides of this and start shaking the wagon side and back and forth. But it's got a lot more weight than you had originally thought, and it takes a bit more effort than you had originally employed. To maybe it's because it's off on its wheel on the far side there.
I sure hope so.
Now that I'm a little closer, can I want to do another perception check.
Okay.
Just to kind of see if I can hear anything around.
Yep.
So, so that's a +2. I get a 16.
Okay, that's another perception check, yes?
Mm.
Okay. I mean, yeah, there's something rustling in that tree, like over by the archway there, where near where Diaz climbed up.
You moved my counter. I've flanked round onto the road below the wagon, so further south
Like here?
on the road. Bit further south on the road.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you said I heard something rustling this
In this tree up here.
tree. Right. Okay. Okay. So I take note of that in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of glimpse over in like my peripheral view, like over my shoulder kind of thing, to kind of see if I see anything. Do I see anything?
What was your perception check again?
It was a 16.
We get the wagon wheel's wheel back on. Can Thug pull to the side and we slip the wheel back onto it?
Yep. You don't see anything, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Thug, if you want to, yeah, you could go. You could go around and fix that. Grey, do you say that to him?
Yeah, I call
Yo.
over. Big boy, put the wheel on.
Yeah, but the weight of that wagon is still pretty heavy. We haven't looked inside of it yet.
Thug strong.
Okay, Thug.
Yeah,
Have a
but
look
you
inside
Should
first, or-
investigate it.
We've not looked inside of the wagon yet to see why it's so heavy.
Well, put your head in there and find out.
All right.
There you go.
So Thug, what do you do?
I'll pop my head and go, here's Dougie.
Here's Thuggy.
Okay, so yes, you and Osmosis slowly walk towards the back of the wagon, and you draw the flaps to the side. And as you start to move the cloth of the covering, a long cutlass emerges through the gap. Ah ha 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 ha! We have you with the element of surprise. Merely deposit all of your valuables and be on your way, won't you? And there is a rustling. There is a rustling from the trees on the various spots that you had heard, and
There they
you
are.
find yourselves surrounded, taken completely by
Yay.
surprise by a bold group of daring highwaymen. Ha ha!
Oh shit.
Yay.
We're so
And-
surprised.
The ones that are arrayed around you have light crossbows pointed at you all, except for this one over here, which Greyra almost stepped on the toes of, who has a massive branch of a tree with metal banding around the top. Some of them are bold, yes, Vulcan.
Yay. I knew this was a trap.
Yes. Greyra, there's another drow.
Oh, brother.
How could you?
We can rob them finally.
He's like, I did not know him. Got him like a fish. There's like a badass.
Can I produce flame and throw it at the wagon's covering?
Well, we do need some initiative, I think, before anything like that happens.
Okay.
So everyone,
Okay.
roll me some initiative, please.
Oh, -2. 8.
Oh, they do have you by surprise. They got 20. Aha! 8 for
That's
Greyra.
the D20.
Then your plus your initiative bonus, which is its top like middle right.
Oh. Why is everything I got 0?
Level 1 problems.
Yeah, right.
I rolled a 8. Let's see.
If you click on your
Right.
number in the turn order there, you can type it in. Greyra's 8.
What?
Okay.
Diaz was 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
14.
Oh, so we just type a number in the
You can type the number
D20?
where it says 0 on the turn
Okay.
order. If you can type it on the turn order there where it says 0.
Ah, okay.
Oh, thank you, Daff.
What do we tap?
Actually, Daff, Josh beat you to it. Oh, okay, so give yours to Maris. Thank you, Josh. Okay, so everyone has inspiration now. Thank you, everybody. So
We need it. Thank you.
now remember, with inspiration, you need to declare that you're using it before you make the roll, and that will give you advantage. So Maros.
Huh?
Sorry, just giving you this inspiration crystal.
Oh, who gave it?
That was from Josh.
Thank you, Josh.
And Thug got one from Daff. Thank you, everyone. Right, okay. So, oops, sorry, let me get this bold draw off the screen here. Is everyone got theirs in there? Excellent, well done. Thank you all. Now, let's just get these in order. Boop. Okay. The bandits are first, but they still think foolishly that they have the upper hand. And they're like, yes, deliver all of your valuables, anything shiny, anything with a price tag worthy of our attention. Into the interior here, if you'd be so kind. Ha 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 ha! And
Thug takes out his lunch box or
Yes.
lunch wrap and just places it in there.
good start.
Just to keep it safe.
Diaz, it's your turn. What do you do?
I have no idea. Hold on.
Wait a minute. We're not actually surrendering to these bandits, are we? No shot.
If you
Let me
value your
find-
life, dear sir. Start
No.
with that armor. That looked rather nice on me, I think.
I mean,
No.
look at this.
Hang on, guys.
Yeah.
Is there no like deal we can come to? Like, we are on a great adventure. We are gonna have wealth beyond means. In fact, there's a town up there full of sick people that you could actually go and rob pretty easily, or you could die in the woods with me today. It's entirely up to you, lads. But like, think about it before you do anything stupid.
Oh, I'm afraid you have ventured into our turf.
Yeah, but like, I'm just going through the woods, and you don't own it.
They do not call me Bobbin Hood. I, sir, a Bobbin Hood. That's the way
Let's get a
my,
bobbin then.
that's where my hood bobs up and down as I'm sneaking through the undergrowth.
Riding through the glen.
So, yes, anything?
I
Nothing?
fucking send it.
Okay, so we've decided to fight them. We can't out-talk them, right?
Are you saying that?
Right.
I mean, I don't
Try-
know,
try
you
it.
know,
There's
no
no
one
way- this
isn't a
knows the side of
discussion.
anything.
No way to communicate that without saying that out loud.
Right.
I really
And-
don't want to lose my valuable or my clothes.
Yeah, I don't really either.
Wait,
Um,
wait. Osmosis, can you hear me from down there?
Yes,
Do you have your cloak on?
yes.
Take it off. Reveal what you are.
There
Maybe we
you
can
go.
scare him away. I don't know.
I'm afraid.
Oh, there we go.
I'm afraid Diaz's very frank and open discussion of the violence that is about to be brought upon these people is enough to trigger their held action as they unleash their crossbows.
Oopsie.
Oh shit.
Great.
Okay.
As
So,
crossbow bolts go flying through the air, and one of them shoots at each of you. And here we go. Okay, so everyone, you can see your armor class, yes, on your sheet.
Yep.
If I get the same number or higher, then you've been hit. So,
where's my...
Wait,
Middle of
armor
the screen.
class?
Oh, yeah, I
just
see it. Okay.
next to your
Oh, yeah,
initiative bonus. Okay, so Diaz. Only a 9, so that misses, right?
Yes. Yay.
Excellent. Okay, let's turn the music down a little bit. Sorry if that was a little loud, everybody. Do give me a shout in chat if the levels are off at all. I will be watching and I can get that sorted for you. Okay, Maros, towards you.
Yo,
17.
no hit.
What's your AC?
I'm at 18.
Now,
I'm at 18.
I noticed something. Your class gives you better damage and lets you re-roll 1s and 2s on your damage rolls if you're using your swords two-handed. Are you doing that? Because
What?
if you're using you have your longsword, yes? A longsword
Yeah,
can
it's
can be
two-handed,
wielded. It can be wielded one-handedly or two-handedly. But if you are using a two-handed weapon, you cannot use a shield.
Okay.
So tell me true, Sir Knight. What would Maris be doing? Would you have a shield and one-handed, or two hands?
We'll do the Wait, so you said the longsword can be held in one hand, right?
It can be, yes.
Okay.
It's a slightly smaller
Right,
smaller
right.
damage dice, and you can't re-roll 1s and 2s.
Right. Okay.
I think it
Can
would
I
be fair to
wield-
say. I think it would be fair to say that Maros would like going into something like this, especially if they were worried about an ambush. You would like one-handed with the shield at the start, and then if
Right,
things
right,
kick
right.
off, you could like throw the shield to the side and then charge in.
Right. I was thinking maybe instead of my longsword, I could have like my hand axe, because I
Absolutely.
have one of those. I can just have the hand axe in one and my shield in the other.
Yeah, I think the longsword might still be stronger even with just one hand,
Oh.
because it's still. What's the damage?
Okay.
See the damage dice next to the longsword attack. If you go on your actions tab on the
Yeah. 1d6.
it's D6.
Oh yeah, the longsword. Oh okay, yeah. Okay, longsword's is the top number D8? Is that what it does one-handed?
Sorry, 2 seconds.
And then
Let
what
me
it
have a
does
look for you.
two-handed?
There's one written larger and bolder, and then there's one oh, a 3-arm, absolutely, yeah, Vulcan. Yeah, a longsword, if you're wielding it one-handed is a D8 plus 5. If you're wielding it
Right.
two-handed, it's a D10 plus 5.
D10 plus 5.
Your hand axe, your hand axe is only D6, so even if you're doing it
Okay, yeah,
one-handed,
yeah.
it's still stronger.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll do the longsword and the shield.
Okay, so you are carrying your shield, so that means that crossbow
Yeah.
bolt thuds with a thrum into the wood of your shield and slightly chips your family emblem that's on there. And
You bastard!
then that was the you look around to shout, "You bastard!" The one that shot at you. It came from the left side of the road as you're walking, and you see that huge misshapen like creature lumbering out of the trees and undergrowth there, going with this this little hand crossbow aimed at you. Now Greyra coming at you. Only a 10, that misses, right?
It does. I'm at 13.
Okay, Osmosis. 15?
Oh, I'm hit 12.
Alright, that is 6 piercing damage.
Damn.
So go to the top where you got your HP, put 6 in the box, and click damage to reduce it.
How much HP you got left, Cozy?
3.
Shit.
God.
Level 1.
Level 1.
Okay. And last one is going towards you, Thug. 18.
Well, I'm hit.
Okay. That's 8 piercing. The crossbow bolt thuds into Thug's side. Thud.
So you said the one from across the other side of the river, not the one in the tree, is the one that hit me.
No, the one that hit you was this massive creature here.
Oh.
All of them have crossbows. And then the other one shot at everyone else. The one that was in the tree, the drow, shot at Diaz.
Okay.
All right. So that is their turn, and Diaz, you may now act.
How far away is osmosis from every?
Each square is 5 feet, and also if you click on the circle with a little ruler sticking out of it, you can drag and you can click and drag to measure. That's the one.
He's 30 feet away from you.
Okay, let me check. I'd like to cast healing wounds.
Healing word?
Healing word.
Mhm.
Yeah, healing word
Okay,
at him.
noted.
So that's 1d4.
What's the range on that?
Oh, it's 60 feet.
Okay, you might have to move towards that big scary creature because it's. I think it might be line of sight.
Oh, all right. Right.
Here.
Maybe. Oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong setting.
No problem. Yes, a creature of your choice that you can see within range. So you have to go around the side of the wagon there. Just move like 2 squares down, and you can see him.
Okay.
You guys damn well believe I got a personal vendetta on that bastard that just shot me.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick my long sword right up his. We're not.
You're
We're
Okay, so
Okay.
please, Diaz, roll me a d4.
All right.
The pyramid.
That's 2.
Okay, plus your +4. So osmosis, you get that 6 back.
Goodness.
As once more, Diaz saves you from the darkness. Anything else? You still have the rest of your movement, Diaz. You can still move 4 squares.
Oh. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I can go diagonally.
Yep, that counts as
You can
one.
go anywhere.
Oh. 1.
Quick question: Who's the person at the tree where we came from? Who is that? Is that anybody that we're
That's-
fighting or no?
No, that's Parmac, the
okay.
the
Okay,
guy that's from Candlekeep. He's just cowering behind the tree. He's like, "Oh goodness,
I
Yeah,
don't.
kind of figured.
save the
Okay,
book."
I can move, but I'm out of spells and stuff. That was my only casting, right? So it's somebody. Okay.
Yeah. You can only do one.
Okay,
Okay.
let's go.
I got it. I'm very. I got it.
You going that way?
I moved.
Okay, towards the big guy.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. Osmosis. Thug, you're next.
Well, I wish to cast Toll of the Dead on the big guy
Okay.
after I move towards him.
Maris is after your kill.
That's fine.
Toll of the Dead.
Okay, so it's a wisdom saving throw with a DC of 14 on my part. Let's see, they are not very wise because they've attacked you. Oh, but that's a 17, I'm afraid. So yes, you reach towards him and you reach out with your hand, and there's a sonorous across the countryside here. But that strange disfigured beast just like and does not seem to be too bothered. Too stupid to be hurt.
Yay. Yeah. Damn it.
Okay. Thug, what you doing? Maris, you next.
Gonna enter rage mode.
Yes. Also, sorry, Diaz, mark off the spell slot that you used there. Right, you have to click the box
Oh.
on the top right.
Okay.
Click one of the boxes there.
Oh.
Okay, Thug, sorry, mate. So you rage, yep.
And then can I like dive on top of this guy inside the trailer?
Mm-hmm. What do you want to do?
Yeah. What sort of dive maul first?
Okay, so you're just gonna just like go with them all.
Yeah, swing it in at his head, follow it in, just to gain a bit of cover, hopefully.
Okay, let's have a look here. Your maul, so that's d20 plus 4.
Okay. 14.
14 hits. So roll the damage.
+2 to melee damage with strength weapons, I
Yep,
think.
2d6 plus 2.
Oh, 2d6.
Yeah, you're not using physical dice today?
No, I can't remember where I put them.
Okay. All of them? You got so many now.
Ones that matter. 5.
5 plus 2, so a
Plus.
total of 7.
2. Yep.
Okay, so yes, you just you lash out with your maul and it just crunches into the bandit leader's side. And he's like, oh, I thought you were capitulating. And then you just like dive in after him, and you kind of knock him back into the interior of the wagon, and just like go follow in there, and that is nasty damage. Now, I am gonna put a little marker on this guy, a little red dot here, which means he is on his last legs. He looks awful, like Thug's maul smashed into his shoulder, and one of his arms is kind of hanging strangely at the side, not like doesn't look like it's in the socket properly. So if they have a yellow dot on, that means they're on half of their HP. If they have a red dot, that means they're at 10 or less. Okay?
Right.
So bear that in mind if you want to focus on someone who looks injured. Maros, it is your turn.
Okay, so they have hit my shield. I've thrown it to the ground. This little bastard up here, is he in the tree? Can I reach him? Or no?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, are you not going for the one that shot you?
Nah, he's fine. He's being occupied by osmosis and
No problem.
DS. So I'm gonna go after this one in the tree.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually sidestep over here to this guy. This one here.
No problem. He's
Okay.
like, Zitalo, get away!
You'll think get away right here in a minute.
Stupid shiny
Okay.
knight.
Okay, so I need to roll a D20, right? Or no?
Yep. Are you with your longsword?
Okay. Right. Yeah.
Yep, that's a D20 plus 7.
Okay.
I defy you to
14.
miss. That hits. And that is a
No, you do it.
D10 plus 5.
Yeah. Okay, that's the two like rounded, right?
Yeah, like
Wait.
a UFO kind of shape.
Yeah, the two of them together, or no, or just the one?
Just one. But plus 5.
Oh wait, what? Is it these two?
Just one of
Or
them.
just the one of them?
Yeah, the one that's got
doesn't
the one
matter.
that's got the single digits on.
Okay. Got it. 8.
8 plus 5.
Yeah. 13.
Okay. For the first time in this daring highway robbery, tell me what happens.
Okay. So he's up in this little tree, right? So I chop the branch that he's sitting on. I chop it at the base,
Yep.
and he comes falling down.
Yep.
And then I take, as he's getting up, and then I take and I stab him in the chest.
Nice. Okay. So yes, you lash out, and he's like, "Ha! You missed, you pathetic knight, knigget." Sorry, I got to do it the right way around, haven't I? Yeah, nothing but a stupid knigget. And you just cut through the branch, and it just comes crashing down. He's like, "Yeah, sit up!" and falls to the ground. And as he struggles up, You just lunge forward with the great swords, 2 hands resting on the pommel, and you drive it through his chest and go to one knee and offer a prayer to the thunder.
Back.
May the sun shine bright on you, you underdark scum. May you forever be disadvantaged. Okay, everyone, please remember, when you're making attacks, you're doing okay so far, but when you're making attacks, you do have inspiration, remember? You can get advantage on these rolls. And actually, I missed it the first one. Osmosis, we also have to remember our disadvantage. Sorry, we're bad at that. This is new toys here. I'm getting used to using these slowly. Greyra.
So I'm going to turn and run away, and I'm going to go 30 foot back the other way, which brings me to, if my maths is proper, about there. It's not letting me ping it now. It's like it's in the back of the cart, I guess.
Towards the tree?
No, right up, back up the road at the back of the cart, and like towards the arch. So trying to cut the guy off who's coming out the back of the cart.
Well, no, the guy's been pushed into the cart with Thug.
Yeah, I still want to go right there.
Okay, so towards the front of the cart, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so that can go to there. Oop. Shoo. There you go. Okay.
Cool.
Anything else? That's just your movement? Any actions?
No action, no.
If you want to roll with disadvantage, you have a pretty good idea from like his Thug is like barreled into him and he's pushed him up against the side. You can see his form basically through the fabric of the side of the wagon.
No,
here.
The attackers are not my priority in this moment in time. I am trying to get back to the guy with the book.
Scumbag. Okay, now speaking of the attackers, they roar for the loss of their friend Frederic le Bandit as he falls from the tree and falls to Maris's braid. This massive one will lumber forward to like and it's like focuses on you, Osmosis, as he just comes thunking forward and swings that massive branch with its metal bandings over his head, and boom! Natural 20. That's bad news for you, mate. Double the damage. No. That is a total of 11.
I'm dead.
He's dead.
Is that exactly what you had?
Nope, 9.
9, okay, that's good. Could have been worse. Folks, if you get taken to minus your max, so if one hit took you to -9, that's it. No saving throws, nothing. Okay, so put the damage in there, mate. I'll allow you to enjoy this little thing here. See what happens to your character sheet when you go to 0. It should switch over to death saving throws.
Oh, 0?
Yep. Just do -11, if you just say -11. So type in 11, click on the damage.
Up on D&D and Beyond where your health is, cause there's a little heal and a damage box.
On the side. Yeah, type the number and then click damage.
-11 damage.
Just type 11 and then click damage, not minus.
Yeah, just type 11 and click damage.
Okay,
no,
failure.
No. Connor Dover, thank you. Welcome on in. Nice to meet you. And welcome Raiders. Thank you. Coming in again. 3 ambushes we've had so far. An absolute pleasure to have you all in here. You're witnessing new D&D players experiencing their first brush with death saving throws. Welcome. Hey everybody. Give us a follow if you want so you can get onto our followers Discord. Do stick around and see what's going on. Pleasure to have you all here. All right, so this large creature comes running over. Diaz, you've just used your healing magic, but it is needed once more as there's a crunch. It thuds into Osmosis' skull. Thanks, Daniel. And he crumples to the ground, limp and on death saving throws. All right.
Question: because Cos is undead, does poison heal him?
It's complicated.
Okay, but if I was to cast poison on him, would it heal him?
No, it wouldn't. No.
Okay.
Good to check though. Hey everyone, welcome. Good to see everybody.
Yeah, my defense is against poison.
Your defenses is again okay.
Yeah.
Shit, that would have gone wrong very quickly.
Hey, Raiders.
Yeah.
All right.
So will I be able to do healing word on him again?
It is your turn. So yes, that is something you're able to do.
Okay, let me go back to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's another.
It's
that's a
ranged,
D.
so you don't have to move.
Okay. I'll
Hey,
go
London.
back
Thanks for
D.
the follow today.
I got 2 plus 4, so that's 6. Is that?
Thanks, Anton. Okay, so yeah, that's a total of 6 healing. So, osmosis. Now, what happens? Sorry, I very rarely. Thanks, Connor. I'm very rarely a player, so I've never seen a D&D Beyond character sheet on death saves. What happens when you get healing? Mari Tamagotchi, thank you. You're absolute legends.
I have
Welcome, everyone.
no clue. I got failure, success. So
Right.
I dot by. I have just death saves.
Well, do me a favor. Just click success 3 times.
I clicked it once and it says HP management.
Let's have a look here. Let me quickly. Yeah, you go your character sheet for a brief second. Do bear with me, folks. Success. New exciting things here. New exciting near-death experiences. Rah.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Osmosis took the head whacking.
Oh, okay.
Come on, you bastards! I've been worse in hell.
Now, osmosis. When you click that, the HP management came up, right? If you see in the middle of that box, it's got healing. So if you click the up arrow and do 6,
Okay, and the hit plus.
and then hit plus, I guess.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, it
No.
said 7 when he hit plus.
Yeah.
Thanks, Josh.
Okay.
I can
6.
read his-
Apply changes. Okay.
There we go.
That work?
Has that worked?
There we go. Yes.
Excellent.
There we go.
Okay, back in the world of the unliving. Reborn.
You big bastard, you will die.
Again.
Reborn. Okay, now that means, good sir, that you are no longer making death saves or avoiding your first death save, Diaz, spoil sport, and you are lying. Unfortunately, you are lying prone on the ground still, so you have to use half of your movement to stand up. But that is much more preferable than bleeding out in the dirt before we even get to Candlekeep. So, Diaz, anything else on your turn?
I don't have any more spells I can use, so I guess I'll just hit her. You want me to move? I'll
I
look
would.
at it. I know that big guy's there. I guess
If you move, he will get an attack of opportunity. I do warn you.
Yeah, you're in range of him, and he will attack.
Hold.
Now,
Yeah, hold.
I'm holding.
Diaz.
I am.
Healing word,
What?
which is what you used on your good friend there, is a bonus action. So you still have your main action. So you can cast
Oh.
you can cast your word of radiance, or you can attack with your mace. For the traveler! How dare you interrupt our journey?
Whack 'em.
You
What?
charm him.
Thank you, Daff.
I like that big one. That's what I was eyeballing him for.
Okay, you're gonna go with you're going with your mace.
Beat him up.
No, I want to charm that big one over there beside of me.
Okay. I'm sorry. You can't cast another spell.
Oh, I can't.
And
Okay, I can.
You've already used both of your spell slots as well for today.
Okay, but I can hit people, right?
You can.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you can hit him with your mace, or
Where's that one?
It's next on your actions
on.
tab, on the big box on the right side. If you go to the actions tab at the top and then click on the +4 for your mace. So D20
Okay.
+4.
Oh, we want to do the mace.
Well, it's up to you. Sorry, please.
yeah.
Is that the strongest? The inflict wound has like +6 in front of it. Does that help
It's-
more?
It's also another spell, I'm afraid. So you
Ow!
You need.
Okay. I'll just hit him with the mace then.
That's a D6, I believe. Yeah, that's a D6 plus 2, and the spell that you could cast is only a D6, so that should be better.
Okay.
So the mace should be better.
I rolled.
And remember, you have inspiration if you want to roll twice. Take the better one.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do that. I got 5 for the first time. I got 5. 5 that time.
2 5s?
No, I got a 3 and a 5.
Oh wow, I'm sorry. That's still a miss, I'm afraid. As you leave him alone. He's like lash out with the mace. It crunches into the side of this creature, but it just like gets glancing off one of those thick twists of muscle and tissue there. It just turns around and looks around at you.
Oh,
I'm
Okay.
in trouble.
Osmosis. You see Diaz in the eyes of this horrible creature that cast you to the ground. What do you do?
I want to cast Burning Hands towards him.
Let's have a look here. Okay, yep, you haven't used your spell slot yet, have you?
Nope.
Oh, right, do so.
So that is
Dexterity
which
saving throw.
dots is that? 31, and that's a 20, right?
No, I have to make the saving throw.
Okay.
Yes, sheets of flame shoot out from your fingertips. And dexterity saving throw. Can you roll the 3d6 damage for me? Because I still take half on a success.
4.
Dexterity saving throw. On 3d6?
3. Do it 3 times.
Oh, 3 times? Okay.
Not the natural 20. This guy's good. He
4,
don't look good, but he is good.
5, 6.
Okay, that is 15 total, which is halved because he did pass. So he surprisingly nimbly kind of ducks, kind of matrixes out the way. He's like, as these gouts of flame erupt. I think you said those strange kind of flaps on the side of your neck, those strange growths on the side of your neck are like slightly spouting fire. I think it just comes out of them and goes towards this creature. But it does dodge out the way, but it still takes half of that damage. So that is 7 fire damage on the creature, and it is on its last legs. Not looking great at all, even more so. And, sorry, any movement, Osmosis? You're just going to stand up?
I'll try to move here.
Okay, that will trigger the attack of opportunity, so it lashes out with that massive club again. But it gets a natural 1. It got a natural 20 last time, natural 1 this
Thank
time.
God.
If you've got them, folks, let them fly. As you manage to roll out of the way, as you roll to your feet and step onto the road. Then, your turn, sir. You are in the wagon, tussling with this hideous bandit. Oh no, this one's quite nice. He's like, unhand me, you brute! Allow me to rob you in peace.
Can I talk to him first and just grab him and say...
Very, very
"Call him
briefly,
off
you've got
now"?
6 seconds.
Okay.
So what do you say?
Just I grabbed him and then I'm going to say, call them off now.
So you're trying to intimidate him?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, make an intimidation check.
Um,
In your skills in the middle. It's a plus...
Intimidation -3.
-3.
Big friendly giant. So I got a 7 -3, 4.
He's like, why would I call them off when we have the upper hand?
Well, punch him then.
Okay, go for it. Speaking is a free action. Oh, so, well,
So,
if you're choosing to try and intimidate him, that is your action.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Unarmed strike.
That's only if you make a weapon attack. You can do the bonus action on arm strike. I'm afraid. Okay, so you're just trying to talk him down this round. So you spend your 6 seconds doing that. Okay.
All right.
Maros, there is a dead drow next to the tree. What do you do?
Okay. So it seems to me that I'm not gonna be able to get the guy that's across the fucking river here, lucky bastard. So I want to. Is the figure that you was talking about? Is he still pushed up against the cloth?
But, Maris, the one that's across the river there, it is a very short jump across this section of the river here. See, it's very narrow there. You could just step across there.
Okay. Yeah, I see that now.
Mhm.
But I don't have enough
And-
movement to get to him.
And you
Do
can, yeah, you'd have to dash, which means you'd have to use your action.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have any ranged weapons?
No, I think so.
No, you don't. No. I mean,
No,
you
I
can
have
throw.
the hand axe. I can
you
throw
can
it.
throw the
but
hand
I
axe.
don't
Yeah.
wanna-
You just go get it later. It's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah. Okay. Trying to think. So let's move. Okay, wait, just.
You can move 30 feet.
Yeah. So let's move to this guy. And
He's
like I was
inside.
saying, is
inside.
he? Yeah. Right, but can I stab through this?
You would have disadvantage because you can't see him for a proper stab, but you could use your inspiration to make it a straight roll.
Well, I don't want to risk stabbing. Well, Thug's in the back, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not gonna have a risk of hitting Thug. Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Are
We'll
you
do
gonna use
it, and then
You're gonna use your inspiration.
yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so
we use my inspiration.
D20 plus 7.
Okay. 17.
Nice. Okay. So Thug, you're like, call him off. He's like, why would I? And there's just like, shink from behind him as this long sword pierces through the canvas of the wagon. Roll me the damage.
Wait, did I roll the right one?
Actually,
I rolled this one, right?
I don't think you need to worry, because your damage is plus 5 and he has 4 HP left. So, Thug, he's looking very, bold and defiant. He's like, no, we shall never surrender. We shall never back. And just the tip of Maris's long sword just erupts from his chest, and he just collapses in the bottom of the wagon.
I shout out to Thug. Did I get him?
Yes, but he was mine.
Sorry.
I hope you're marking these, Alex, in our little tally.
Yep.
Okay, so the leader is down, and it is Guerrera's turn.
So, as I see that this is happening, I continue to run back up the road towards our guy, and as I run, I'm screaming, "Watch out behind you! Watch out behind you!"
Okay.
And as I reach this portion, can I see? Do I have a clear sight of him as I'm where I am now?
He's crouched behind the tree trunk, so that he has cover, but you can see him.
Okay. Could I see him to use my crossbow on him?
You could. He has extra AC because of the cover.
Okay. In that case, I will wait for my next turn.
Noted. Sorry, just let me pull up a stat block here because I didn't know I was going to fucking use it. Alright. Not RAP random bandit, Daff. RAP friendly NPC in a second. Alright. Okay.
Got my book.
Again, there are other options. Intimidation and the like. Thank you. The bandits' turn. The ones who are unengaged are going to shoot. This one is going to shoot at Guerrera. No, Osmosis, excuse me.
Oh god.
Shoot. Boom. 16. And that is 7 piercing.
Oh, I'm dead again.
Oh,
So, again, click the, just type 7 and click damage. So you see him hoof out of the way, nimbly rolls and avoids the massive club that thuds into the mud behind him, and then as he rolls to his feet, he's like ha ha ha, and there's just a thunk as the crossbow bolt goes into his neck through one of those fiery gills, and he crumples into the dirt once more. And he has all out of healing magic. Oh dear. Okay. Meanwhile, this one is going to try and shoot at you, Thug. Thug, you have +2 to your armor class, okay? So your AC, whatever your armor class is, +2. Only an 8, so it doesn't matter. So that goes crashing. You see a crossbow bolt come through the back of the wagon, and it just embeds itself in one of the struts at the top there. The one across the river is going to shoot at you, Maris. I'm going to use my advantage from my inspiration here. Oh, wrong button. This one. Ugh, an 8 and a 9. Maris, you're lucky as a crossbow bolt thuds into the wheel next to you. Goodbye, inspiration. I barely knew thee. And then...
Who shot at me? The one across the river?
This one across the river here, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 1, 2, 3, which only leaves the last one here, our brutish giant friend, who's just turning on you, Diaz. Tasty morsel. And swings that massive club once more. Boop. Only an 8. So you just do you have a shield?
I don't think so.
Where's
that?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So you raise your shield with its little lantern emblazed on the front of the traveler, and this massive tree trunk just goes across the top of the shield, and you just grin and bear the brunt of this attack and hurl it off. You're like, ha ha ha. Okay, and it is your turn.
How
Diaz.
much damage? How much damage did
None.
I take?
None.
None?
No,
Yeah,
no,
you
finish your
yourself.
shield. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it had rolled something. I didn't know. All right. So let me.
So you attack it.
I guess. Yeah.
It's on
gonna
its last
attack
legs.
that. I want to attack that one right beside of me.
Okay,
with,
you have inspiration if you want to use it.
Okay. Use
Yep.
my inspiration
Okay, so
and
that's roll 2 dice and take the higher.
I was about to say I wouldn't take it now. It's where it's on its last legs. I'd use
Oh,
it for another
Well,
one.
she still has to hit it, so.
Ah, okay, okay, yeah. You're right,
Okay.
you're right. I'm sorry. I'm speaking from my terms where I'm meant to. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No, no
It's
problem, no
okay. I got a 6 and I got 6s. I got 2 6s.
problem. These double low rolls. You are rolling a d20, right?
Oh hell no! I thought it was for this other one here.
Huh? Which one are you rolling?
Oh, what was I hitting it with?
You're like throwing dirt from the road in its face or something.
Okay, that's some of my rocks in my pockets. That's
This
it.
one.
Yeah, roll
The one
D20.
with the most sides.
Okay. Oh,
That's like-
I know which one that is.
That's a
It's,
lot
I
of...
got 6.
That's better. That hits.
I got.
And roll again just in case it's a 20.
Oh, okay.
Always roll. If you're taking advantage, always roll the 2.
That was a 2.
Okay, so the first one... Sorry, the first one stands. So that hits. Roll the damage. That is a...
Okay.
What is your damage there? A d6 plus 2. So the
Okay.
regular cube plus 2. Regular cube.
That's 5, so that's 7.
Diaz, cleric of the traveler, you brush off this strike with your shield and bring the mace around in its wake. Tell me what happens. How do you fell this mighty beast?
He's pretty tall, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess I take my big axe. Or no, what is it, a mace?
Yep,
It's a
mace.
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 Yeah.
Okay, so I take my mace and I just like gut the big squishy booger. Well, that
Okay. Yeah. It's more. It's like a
Where-
staff with a big metal ball on the end. It's like
oh,
a,
that's
big,
the big,
Big metal ball
knocking
with the
thing.
spots.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mommy knocker.
Yeah, the knocker. Well, can I? Okay. Can I knock him? No, that'd be wrong. Well, I'm just gonna knock him right through the gut, and I can hit him
What?
so hard that some of his
Oh,
squishies
Ace,
fall out.
What were you going to say? What were you going to say? I know. I think I have an idea. It's okay. It was said on D&D Live last time, many times. There was a what was it? They killed a red dragon, and they took its scrotum as evidence that they had killed it. So do not worry. You're in good company here. Okay, so yes, you.
Alright.
I think you kind of like put one foot up on its knee and kind of leap up so you get to the height of its head and crunch the mace down and ride it to the ground as it crumples under your holy rage. Okay.
Can I smack it some more just for killing?
Help yourself.
I'm just gonna Negan its head a little
Stay
bit.
down. Okay. Now, here we are, Osmosis. This is what we've been waiting for. Folks, these are new players to D&D, or 5th edition, certainly. Osmosis, for the first time
Yes.
in this campaign, roll me a death saving throw. Take the D20, and just roll it straight.
16.
Nice.
That is a success.
Yay.
So you may click one success. All right. Yes, everyone, when you're rolling death saves, a 10 or plus is a success. A natural 20 brings you back to consciousness, back into the fight. A natural 1 counts as 2 failures. If you make it to 3 successes, you are stable but unconscious. If you make it to 3 failures, there's no coming back. You are gone. Until later on when there's some ridiculously crazy magic available. Talk to Diaz in a couple of months about that. Right. Thug, your turn, sir.
Right.
There's that guy down in the trees. There's 2 guys down in the trees
Yeah,
to
I
the
think
south. Across the river too.
The guy to the left looks pretty tasty. So, can we get there?
That one, yes. The one across the
Yeah.
river, no. But that one, yeah.
I'm gonna launch myself at this.
Look at this. Look at this fancy headgear. Rawr.
Spiky.
Fancy headgear to be mounted into his skull.
Okay. Roll the attack. D20 plus 4.
Ooh,
A
20.
dirty 20. Nice. That hits. 2d6 plus 2d6 plus 4, I think, right? Because you're raging,
I'm raging. Yep.
right? It is plus 2, yeah? So yeah, 2d6 plus 4.
7. Ooh, a nice 11.
Now, in Japan, the little jingle goes 7-Eleven Ikibun, which means 7-Eleven, the convenience store. What a good feeling. What a good feeling. Ikibun is a good feeling. In this part of the Soul Coast, as we like to sing in Draconic, it's 7-Eleven Waru Ikibun, as you cave in its skull and it crumples to the ground.
Lovely.
One shot. Oh, sorry, everyone, you can't see what he's doing. Witness him. There he is. Okay. Thank you, Thug. You have 5 foot left of movement if you would like to start running in towards your next target.
Might
Dunk, crunch.
as well. He's raging.
Go for it.
Going towards the guy over the stream.
Over the river? Okay. He's like,
Yeah,
oh.
just move one. Yeah.
Just see his friend just die. He's like, boss? Boss? Calling inside the wagon, but there's no sound. Maris, your turn.
Matt. Gotcha. Okay, let's see how. Is this a cliff up here? Can I climb this or no? Do I
it's
have to
fine,
go
yeah,
a certain way?
No, it's fine. You can jump up there.
Or can I just go straight? Okay.
Yeah, it's a little bluff.
Wait.
7
Will it only
left,
let me
7 left.
allow to move? Is that right?
Mhm.
That's all my movement.
Yep. Okay. Now you're gonna throw your hand axe.
Sure, why not?
Do it.
Sorry, I can't have anything else.
Not at the moment, I'm
Okay.
afraid.
So what do I need? What do I need to roll
It's the
here?
same. Just
to be
roll
able to
plus
throw it?
7. I believe.
Oh, okay.
Oh, actually, no. Thrown would be dexterity. Yeah, throwing is dexterity, not strength. Which is why you have plus 7. So that was only a plus 2. So it's
Yeah.
D20 plus 4.
Uh, 16, so it's 20.
That hits. Dirty 20. Okay, so roll the damage as normal. So hand axe
Right.
is D6 plus 5. No, again, this will be dex, so D6 plus 2.
So the D6. Okay.
Mhm.
6.
6 total.
Yep.
Okay.
No. It's 6 plus 2, so 8.
8. Okay, thank you. So yeah, they are on their last legs as you nimbly spring up that rocky bluff, go charging across the grass, and as you do, you go vroom, 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 spins end over end and thunk into his chest. He's like, ah, and he looks like he's in very bad shape, but still moving, I'm afraid.
Nimble
Nice.
bastard.
And, oh gods, Greyra, your turn, sir.
So, as I continue to run, I leap over the tree and I grab this guy and I go, "My friends are dying for you." And as part of my action, I'm going to search him for the book and I'm screaming, "Give me the book! Give me the book!" Do I find it?
Roll me an intimidation check.
Okay.
So +2.
16.
16? Okay, yeah, that's enough. He's like, but what? I thought you were here to. We're on the same team. But of course, here it is. I've finished reading it anyway.
Okay, I'll take the book and put it into a person. Alongside that, I'm going to shoot him with the crossbow directly in his heart. Dunk! Like that. So that is...
With disadvantage, because it's point blank range,
No,
I'm afraid.
With my advantage.
You're going to use your
Which I
inspiration?
have. Yep, exactly. So to hit, I've hit 19, and then the D8 plus 2, 9.
Where are we at here? Greyra. Yep, D8 plus 2, yep.
Yep. 9 hit.
Okay. Thank you. So yes, you reach over and you're like, "Give me the book, give me the book," and he's like, "Oh, here you are," and you're like, "Thank you very much." And it is the bandit's turn. You hear from across the river, "This has all gone terribly wrong. Timothy, flee for your life!" And they both just leg it off into the trees on both sides, going in different opposite directions, off the edge of the map as they use their action to dash, and they both run 60 feet, howling off into the trees.
Them Weasley bears!
Now, Thug, Maris, are you going to chase or let them go?
Quick chase, yep, do it.
Okay. Maris?
Yeah, sure. I've got this one on his last legs. He can't run very far. I can follow the blood trail.
Okay. Can both of you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Okay. What do I need? D20, right, on that
Yep.
one? Or is that
And
a
your
D...
top. Yeah, the saving throw is the top left. Thug,
Okay.
yours is a plus
Dexterity is a
0.
plus 2.
Maris
Mine's
is
a plus
a
2.
plus 2. Yep.
Got 2. 4.
Thug.
14.
Okay. Thug and Maris, as you jump into the trees behind them, there is a strange kind of rumbling sound, and you see as they are dashing up the hillsides on either side, they've pulled out these pegs that they had in the sides in case of just such a contingency, and these piled up logs start rolling down the hill in both sides, and you get caught up in these falling trees as they come surging towards you. Maris, you take 4 bludgeoning damage. Thug, you take 2. And if you're raging, do you have resistance?
I think, yeah. Rage. Advantage on strength checks and saving throws. I think that's it.
No, you get resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage as well. So
Okay.
So yeah, you've succeeded on your save, and you have resistance. So that's 4, half to 2, half to 1. So you take 1 bludgeoning damage. Just one of the logs clocks you in the shin. But you managed
3.
okay. And Maris, you are knocked prone, I'm afraid, as the logs roll over you and you get tangled up amongst them. And Thug. Well, hang on, sorry. Let's do this properly in order. So yeah, Maris, that one disappears off into the trees as you are lying there amongst the tree trunks that have fallen down. Thug, you're up on that side of things there. The bandit is 30 feet in front of you. Now, they are making their way into the trees, trying to get away, but they are still within sight as you're chasing them still. And Diaz, it's your turn.
Okay. Let me see if I can get close enough maybe to shoot one of these with the arrow.
They've both disappeared into the trees. You can't see those anymore.
Oh, I
but
can't.
osmosis is in a terrible way.
Well, what can I do to help him?
You can
No.
you can still try and stabilize him without using magic.
Okay, how do I do that?
I'm just double checking for my own information here. Here you go. Sorry, bear with me, folks. Okay.
I see one that says help.
Um,
No, it's a little different. So yes, okay.
I'm sorry. Did I take damage from the tree logs? Do I need to
Yes.
take damage off?
Yeah, you took four
I'm-
bludgeoning.
Oh, okay, 4. Okay. Okay, I'm down to 9 now.
Feel lucky. All I have is 9.
Same.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Yes, you need to, on your skills in the middle of your sheet there, Diaz, there you have medicine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, cheers, Steph.
Okay. Let me see if I can find. Yeah, medicine. I've got +6.
Nice.
So, can I go bandit? Oh no. Do I? Where am
So
I?
roll a d20, as you can dash to
Okay.
Osmosis' side.
All right.
Maris is kind of up here somewhere.
I think I got. Well, darn it. Oh, there I am. Okay. So yeah, I got a 18.
18. Okay. Yep, that's great. The DC is 10 to stabilize a creature. So you come rushing over and you tend to Osmosis' wounds as best you can and use your cleric training, and that stabilizes him. Sorry, Osmosis, roll me a D4, please. Pyramid.
The pyramid. One with only 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers.
He don't know which.
2.
2. Okay. You are unconscious for 2 hours, but you are no longer bleeding out. You are no longer in danger of dying.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations. And thank you, Daisy.
Yay.
Diaz. It is your turn, so it would have been a time to roll. So you're just lying there unconscious. And Thug, is there anything? Do you have any ranged weapons, or are you gonna try and do something else?
Yeah, I've got a javelin,
Okay.
but I do need to, speaking of medicine, I do need to go and get my second jab
Yes.
now-ish.
Okay, just roll me that.
so-
Just roll me that D20 then. Let's see how it goes.
D20.
Yep, straight D20 plus your javelin, which is
That's a 19. Ooh.
nice. Okay, and then so roll me the damage. That is a D6.
D6. Oh, 2.
Okay, let's have a quick look. Boom. Okay, yes, so you hurl your javelin and it just punches through his shoulder and pins him to the tree trunk there. And you see him struggling vainly as you walk slowly towards him, and we see Thug disappear into the trees. And as Alex goes to get his second vaccination, we hear the screams of ill-advised banditry. Take it easy, mate.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Good luck.
I'll see you,
Have a good
see you
one.
later.
Is there any
Thanks.
way you can? Yes, do that. Thank you. Spectacular. All right. So, Thug disappears into the trees and deals with that one. Maris, unfortunately, you have lost track of yours. You are lying
Yeah.
amongst these logs here. What do you do? Actually, we are out of initiative now, so you can act freely.
Okay, so I take the logs up off top of me. I dust myself off. I get up, get my bearings, and then I go back to the. I start heading back toward the wagon here. So we will do this.
Okay.
Don't forget Thug's lunch.
So, everyone, let's bring it in a bit closer. Okay.
And I pick the body up and bring it back towards the wagon.
Yes, of course. So,
Don't
as
think
you,
he's dead yet, is he?
Maris, you step out of the trees there and come down to Diaz and Osmosis. And you can see Diaz kneeling at Osmosis's side, but not looking too concerned. She looks thankful, almost relieved.
Right.
And
Okay.
you can see
So-
Osmosis is breathing
Okay.
as much
So
as he ever did.
from noting that, I'm gonna go over to my first kill and I will loot him.
Okay.
Do I find anything on him?
He has a scimitar
I already have one of those. Okay.
and a light crossbow.
Okay.
You're saying you're missing ranged weapons?
And I'll have to take my hand axe because that hand axe that it was in that bandit, so it stuck to him, so
Yeah.
I lost it.
Yes.
Okay.
We cut to this
But
image
I
of this
got the-
bandit going through the trees with just this hand axe still stuck in his back. He's like,
Yeah. Okay. Do I go ahead and add those in my inventory, or do I wait?
you can, yeah, if you want to, you can get that chucked in there.
Okay.
This thug joined you
I
as
need
well.
to-
He comes out. The other one's dead. That's one for me.
Okay, I need to remember how to do this.
On your character sheet, if you go to inventory, and on the side, on the right side, there's manage inventory button.
Oh, wait a minute.
If you click on that, it'll open a menu, and that's searchable. If you type crossbow, then the different crossbows should come up, and if you click add next to light crossbow, you can add that. We'll sort this out. It's okay. We're gonna, the rest of your journey will be uneventful. This is the only thing that was going to happen to you on the way, so we will sort
Okay.
it off stream. Now, as you are doing that, slow motion. Hang on, let's do this properly. You see, making their way towards you. Sorry, River. Shush. Walking down the road, passing underneath that massive stone arch, you see Greyra cradling the body of Parmak, the avowed of Candlekeep, in his arms as he walks towards you all and the wagon. Greyra?
I place him very gently beside the wagon, and I'm choked up, and I look at the guys and just go, he fell, and look away.
Perhaps the last roll of tonight. Greyra, if you would possibly roll me a deception check, you fucking monster.
20, but it's dirty.
God damn it. This would be, I guess this would be against everyone's passive insight. So Thug has a 10, so no. Osmosis has a 10, so no. Diaz is a 16, so slight raised eyebrow, but no. And Maris is a 12. Poor Parmak. Somehow, in all of the confusion, all of the turmoil of battle, tripped and fell right on a crossbow bolt. Greyra dabs away a single tear as he lays him, and slowly, with his fingers, closes his eyes. You
Why,
believe
my
him,
friend?
I'm afraid. Sorry, Greyra.
Why? Right, on to the next.
Should we,
So let me.
should we take his body to the castle?
Foxes
Yeah,
need
yeah.
food. Nature will reclaim him.
I think the people at the castle would be happy to have him returned. Maybe there's reward.
No, he needs to be here. He would want to be here.
But
He
there's
needs to be with his people.
massive bandits right there.
Oh, I'm not over there.
If I die, you will carry me all the way to Icewind Dale, yes?
Of course. Without a shadow of a doubt.
Then let us do the same for this one.
I tell you how we will do. We will place him in the river, and we will let the river ride him there.
I think it's flowing in the other direction. the most at home in the wilds, as great as Thug is. Look, there's plenty of room. Osmosis can lie here, and Parmac can lie here.
I understand your need to bring his body back to his people, but no, we must respect it and leave it here.
We all
I'm
have
not
a
sitting
say.
I'm not sitting next to a corpse for a day. I don't care what you say, guys. We're a day away. It's gonna stink.
Sorry.
No.
You want to walk?
Oh, I'd rather. I got my
Maybe.
book. Yeah, I this is worth mentioning as well. As I found his body that's clearly been shot by a crossbow bolt by one of the bandits. His book fell out of the pocket, so at least some good to come out of this. Is our mission is still on course. And also, if you think about it, he did actually know that we were responsible for releasing that plague, and we don't have that problem anymore. So every cloud, but you know, that's a conversation for another day.
I don't know if I can even say anything because I'm unconscious.
You're unconscious.
No,
you
afraid
can't.
not, mate.
And at this moment, I just opened my packed lunch that I was given several days ago, and it's now slightly gone stale. But I just start to nibble on my cheese sandwich.
Noted.
Slightly annoyed that the crusts weren't cut off.
So, as Parmac and Osmosis are loaded into the wagon,
This is so going to come back to bite me. They're going to bring him back to life or something, and he'll snitch. God damn it. We need to leave him here.
You don't know what you did.
Osmosis, let me bundle you in there.
Maybe honest.
Maris, with Thug's help, Thug straining and with the use of levers reaches under and pulls up the wagon high enough for you to slot that wheel back onto its axis and tighten the bolts once more. And you find yourselves with a workable wagon. You want I should pull?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you pull. None of us can pull all of us.
Okay. Giddy up, me.
Giddy up, Thug.
And he slowly spins the wagon so it's facing the southwest. And with a creak and a shake, the wagon slowly starts moving forward as Thug leans into the props at the front and starts to pull you along the rest of the way, down the way of the lion towards Candlekeep. Now, we need, I think here. We need some rolls here, I think. Let's use altar rolls. These are generators here. What we got? Okay. As you are riding in the wagon, and it's those of you that ride and along inside clamber up in with the unconscious Osmosis and the dead Parmac, you find yourself sitting amongst various sacks and a couple of small strong boxes and all kinds of bits and bobs in the back of this wagon, as it seems you were not the first to be robbed up and down this road, and all the other times it seemed to have gone much better for these bandits. And you have a rifle through as you are riding there, Diaz, Maros, and you find yourself... Someone want to make a little list for me here? You got this, Daisy? Cheers. Okay. You find a cask of ale called
Nice.
Old One Eye. You also find a crate with 6 bottles of Berduscan Dark, a red wine. I can put these put these spellings in chat for you.
Yeah, I'm butchering him.
There's one. There's the ale. That was the easy one. I don't want to. I'll lose it if I go off this page. I'll get them typed out here. There's the wine. We can get the numbers down. Just get the numbers. And having a further route around, you also find. Da-da-da. Let's have a look here. What does this do? Okay. You find a strange flask. You think Osmosis would appreciate this. You find a bone flask. And you look curiously inside, and the contents looks vaguely metallic as it gloops around on the interior, and it has some kind of bone floating in it. It's quite thick and sludgy. And when you waft the smell, it reminds you of the first time you met Osmosis, bringing him back from the abyss. And when you look on the side, there is a label, and it shows in tiny, spidery script the words of a rather strange prophecy. And it says, "Use me sparingly, and all that I touch will taste the most delicious you have ever tasted." As this is a brew that, when used, makes anything and everything taste amazing. I repeat, anything and everything taste amazing.
Got you.
So,
Be a nice little addition to the poisonous kit. That's all I'm saying.
there we go. Let me quickly grab that for future reference. Bear with me, dear folks. What should I just check in a new one? All right.
I just like smell of black osmosis.
Okay. I was talking to my students about Nirvana today. I don't think that's what it was called. That was Teen Spirit, wasn't it? Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, smells like Teen Spirit. That's what I was talking
Smells like
about.
osmosis. Okay. Oh man, I don't know if Aftermath is still here. The channel that we saw Aftermath playing on earlier today, their follow notification was AC/DC, and it was so good. Yeah, it was the the song. It's like da 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 da. Right? Which one is that? I couldn't remember. Patch knew it. Patch, you still there, mate? He played it in a band. The last time I saw that, it was a live recording, and the whole crowd was just going nuts. So it was every time it was like da 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 da, and everyone was just Angus, Angus, da 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 da.
All I can remember is Highway to Hell. Ain't it?
Yeah, I don't think it's that one.
What is it?
Oh, it's been too long.
Yeah.
Been too long. But anyway, that was their follow alert. It was great. A whole lot of Rosie. Cheers, dude. There it is. A whole lot of Rosie.
I wouldn't have called it.
It's been a long, long time. Okay. So, also, you find yourself a map. An enticing map with an exotic-looking location on it and a red cross marking the spot, quote-unquote, the famous The Spot. And the map depicts the red cross at the exact center of the lake. And in the legend on the side, you see written, from that lakeside, go southwest for a quarter mile until you find the mountain shaped like a tooth. Then go northeast for a quarter mile and you will find the canyon with natural stairs leading down. Follow the canyon south for a quarter of a mile and it's buried at the foot of a cliff.
I did not get all that.
Don't worry, I'll keep it. I am also randomly generating these, so do not worry. We shall be tucking these away.
Do
for
not rely
future
on me
reference.
for directions.
Yeah, we were a few of us in the other channels were umming and ahhing if there is or if there is not a notes taker in this group. And
We did have one, but he left to get his vaccine.
he did, unfortunately. But
Yeah, he was doing better than me.
last but certainly not least, you find a nice stash of treasure. A turquoise tiger's eye. A carved bone statuette, kind of a bone motif going through here. A rather nicely crafted medium-sized set of half-plate armor. A spell scroll. And some kind of axe. Looks like it's the curve of the haft of it. Looks like it's made for throwing. And Diaz, as you're reaching through and you find this in one of the sacks, it gives off a slight magical aura. And also, you find a shield with a rather impressive lion's head emblem on it, which is fitting as you find your way on the way of the lion, heading towards Candlekeep. Now, the rest of your journey goes uneventfully. Huzzah! And as you make your way down the way of the lion, before too long, you see what at first looks like a jagged hilltop, broken rocks clawing towards the sky. But as you grow closer and things start to become clearer, you can see that it is a hodgepodge, mismatched collection of towers rising up from a sturdy-looking curtain wall as finally, after all this time and all of these experiences, you find yourselves as Thug plods along, pulling the wagon. You find yourselves rolling up towards the walls of Candlekeep.
Finally made it.
You did. So,
Say all in one piece, though.
unfortunately, it's cursed bandits.
Oh, it's terrible.
Now, your first sight of the wondrous library is a truly fantastic thing to see. As standing atop the rocky crag overlooking the Sea of Swords, you see the massive citadel of Candlekeep that has endured the elements for centuries and defied the degradations of time. Visible from miles away, the eye-catching silhouette is this high wall interspersed with towers. As many have called it, you are reminded of a cake decorated with an overabundance of candles. Someone has lived to a ripe old age. As you approach towards the end of the Way of the Lion, you see the entrance, a double gate standing square at the end of the road. This is the only way. There are no other roads down or ways in here as you come along this promontory jutting out towards the crashing waves and roiling white cresting tips of the ocean below. Although so you thought, as you arrive, there is a side road that goes off down, and you see off to the right of the road, clustered around a sheltered bay, there is a small village down there outside of Candlekeep. And it does look like there is a certain amount of bustling of people coming and going. And you see a ship standing at the docks there, purple sails furled and tied up on the crossbeams, as you spot the little village that is nestled at the side, crouching at the feet of its scholarly master as Candlekeep looms on the cliffs above. Now, as you make your way towards, you see of these two massive gates that block the way, one of them is ajar and standing open here during the daylight hours, and standing in front of them, you see 5 priests in long purple vestments as they are overseeing the front gates here and examining the works of those that would seek entrance into this most famous of libraries. What do you do as you approach? They look rather alarmed and concerned at the sight of Thug pulling this wagon along. Maris, you were sat up front with him before. Do you say anything to them as you approach? Maris?
Yeah, sorry. I was zoned out for a minute.
No, it's
I was just too busy hearing. So we're approaching this place, and we tell them that we don't mean no harm. That we're here just in peace.
Yes. Yeah, Thug says, I just pulled the wagon.
Dead body in the back and another undead body laying in the back.
So yes, you slowly trundle up to the gates there, and they're like, do you seek entry to the library?
We do.
I'm not sure if you are aware, but there is a entrance requirement. And they kind of almost slightly haughtily raise an eyebrow. If you were to have a tome that we did not yet own, then you would be granted entry. Do you have such a tome? Or are you merely travelers looking for rest and respite? May I suggest the taverns of the village below?
Okay.
Time to turn over that book, Grayra.
I think we should go to the tavern first.
We still have the body.
Yeah, that's why we can dump it around the back of the tavern and get a drink.
I don't know. Don't feel right about that, and I still don't, in my mind, it's like his blood is still on our hands because we was supposed to have been watching out for him, and he's dead.
We can't blame ourselves in this situation. You know, everyone put it on the line yesterday. We really tried. You know, Osmosis died twice, and we had to bring him back. We've all been beat up. We've had a rough couple of days. Let's just take a minute. Let's go get a drink. Let's calm down. Let's wash up. We want to go in there looking our best, and we don't want to be dragging a dead body behind us. Let's be real, guys. Listen. Sorry, addressing the guards at the gate now. Sorry, guys. We'll be back. We'll be back. Sort of usher everyone.
Others, how do you feel about that?
Osmosis, you're conscious now. It was only 2 hours.
I'm.
You wake up beside a dead guy. There you go.
Yep.
What the hell? I already been in this situation once. Why are you putting me back into this spot again? What the hell? Leave me by the road next time. Hell with it. All right, what are we doing?
I'm just trying to think. I mean, what does everybody want to do? Do you guys want to go? Do you guys want to go in, or do you guys want to, just take a breather for a second? Because, I mean, okay, well, I'm trying to think.
Come back
how
tomorrow.
they're gonna.
Tomorrow is still going to be here tomorrow, guys. Still going to be here tomorrow. Let's go wash up. Let's look our best. Let's come in there smelling the jasmine. We'll knock it out of the park.
All right, I say. Let's go do what asshole Grey Ross says, because he's already killed a man.
Hey, you don't know that.
Yeah, you don't know that.
You don't know that. You think that this person died on our watch, and we're supposed to be returning.
And we're very guilty about it.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
We,
So I think if we're going to go in there and apologize, we can't,
Well, I've already died 3 times. Let's go have a drink. Fuck it.
Diaz, what are you thinking?
I'm frustrated.
I'm too.
Been a long couple of
Because-
days. We're all frustrated.
I know. I mean, you don't know how bad I want to get in that place and cool off and read some good books. I mean, shit. But my thoughts is we got, you got to stick to yours. Yeah. If we're all cleaned up and smelling good and we return with him, or is anybody going to buy that he died in us with a scuffle when we smell like roses?
That is an excellent point, and I think we should discuss that over drinks at the tavern down the road just there.
All right, we're just keeping the body. Let's weekend at Bernie's this damn thing and take
Let's
it to
do
the
it.
bar with.
Let's get some wire. Let's get a big hat. We'll be fine.
Come on!
So we
Ain't
start
one
going back
dead-
down the road.
Ain't
Yeah.
one dead body enough. Now you got 2.
Let's prop it up on a jukebox like it's 1999. Come on.
You're in
Get
good
it
company,
done.
Osmosis. What are you worried about?
Well, at least I talk and it don't.
That is true. We do prefer it. At least it's silent.
Hey, come off, Grey Rock.
I need a drink. Come on. Pull the wagon away. Tell him
All right.
we'll be back.
And as we do this, I pop open one of the bottle of wine at the back, knowing I've already won.
All right. Grera, roll me a d20, please.
Oh shit. 18. Fucking good roll.
All right. For a total of 22, that means Thug is able to control the wagon as you start going down the hill, and the weight of it is pushing from behind him instead. And he does manage to control your descent, and you do not go careening uncontrolled into the buildings below. So that's good. That's good.
That could
Now.
have gone horribly wrong.
That's always the interesting thing of all of this. It could all go horribly wrong at any moment. And excuse me for 2 seconds. I am just trying to get the name, because there is a name for this place down here. As our Friday Descent into Avernus crew have been here before, and we rolled it randomly. So I'm just quickly looking through my notes to find what it was called. Nope, they're in hell. That's when they're in hell. Before they went to hell, please. All right. I found after all that, I found it, and I didn't bloody write the name of the tavern. Of course, naturellement. Right. Okay. So, sorry, excuse me, everyone. Thank you for sitting there and waiting while I was looking for something that was not there. Unfortunately. Okay, that is okay. Let us have a quick look here instead. Arches. Thank you, Daff. Diaz, you have inspiration once more for quote-unquote having a moral compass. Congratulations.
I'm
Is
gonna
that
lie,
from
that's all
Daffy? Is that from Daffy?
Yeah. Thank you, Daff.
Thank you.
Let me give that over to her there. Boop. Restored. I think...
I have a semi-moral.
I have an inkling Greyrat might never see one of those crystals ever again. We shall see.
I don't need him.
Famous last words.
Yeah.
All right. Boop. Okay, I'm doing it this way instead. So, yes, Thug controls the descent down into the bottom of the... oh, perfect. Of the thing there. And you see the creaking wooden sign of the intriguingly named The Disgusting Llama. No reference to our good friend Skeptic Llama in Norway, of course. And yeah, there you go. It's a 2-story tavern, and the top floor of which magically slowly rotates. Quote unquote.
Straight to the bar and a couple of cold ones, I think.
All right. So, as you go in there, yep, there is the regular fare on offer, as well as the normal kind of seaside offerings, such as what is on offer today. Let's have a quick look here. What have we got? Oh, yes. It was a fine catch of squid today.
Fantastic.
Yep, there's some good calamari on offer. Nice breaded and fried, deep fried squid. Or if seafood is not your thing, this tavern is also famous for split pea soup, which I quote only looks like vomit. And there is also halfling hash, which is hashed potatoes with extra butter, served in the bowl, which is the perfect size for any halfling. So Thug kind of looks very disapprovingly at that. He's like, "No, what is this?" And they're very proud of this one. And the proprietor is a very gnarly looking dwarf. He's got like one eye missing with a vicious looking scar cutting across it, and an eye patch covering up the sight of what is behind, and a big leather apron on, out which his massive arms sprout out the sides, and you can see his sleeves rolled up around these bulging muscles. He's clearly used to be some kind of fighter, but is retired here. And he's like, "You're right. What'll it be? Lunch, beer, or beer and lunch?"
We'll do lunch and beer.
Fantastic. So, we got the squid, we've got the split pea soup, halfling ash, or the special, considering our what's the word I'm looking for? I can't remember it. our wonderful surroundings here. You can try the magic soup. It's magical. Really. It's magic. Something magic will happen if you eat it. Although I'm not sure what. So what was that, Diaz?
Jazz, hey.
Indeed. So, what would everyone like to eat?
Squid. I'll have the squid, please.
Alright. You, my lady?
Squid.
Thank you. And the other lady?
I'll take the pea soup.
And you, sir?
We'll go with the squid.
Okay.
Can I have crackers?
Of course. And
There
like
we
stranges
some
back up,
lodgings?
looks up at Thug. And for you? Thug will have everything. Okay. And you plonk yourselves down. I mean, there are lodgings here. I mean, Parmac, before his unfortunate demise, had spoken of there being places to stay once you had gained entry to the Candlekeep itself.
Yeah, we're gonna spend the night here. So, can we? We'll get a room. We'll
Okay.
spend the night.
Noted. So yeah,
We
there
need-
are.
We need to make Cos go out and wander around that where that body is so we can blame that smell on him.
You've got to let the body go. Just forget about it. It's already gone. It's fine.
No.
I've sold the wagon. It's gone.
No, you haven't.
I can't do that.
I'm just trying to convince them that it's
Your
good.
Just hand away
wagon.
for that kind of stuff. Okay, so as Malcolm Mournhell, the dwarven proprietor here, delivers your beer and food, let's see. Thank you, Uncle Wazzy. Welcome on in. Diaz, roll me a D100 if you would.
Remind me how to do that.
This one with all the
Two
double
boys. You got to roll the two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the two D10s
I wrote-
together. One is the tens, one is the units.
That thing. Have I got it?
Those
right.
the two kind of UFO looking ones.
Wow.
They're the same shape, they've just got different types of numbers on them. One of them's got tens.
Yeah.
One's got
One's got tens, and
units.
then one's got.
Those two.
These two.
Oh, I got you.
Yep.
Okay.
I got 5.
I got.
How'd you go?
I got a 90 on one and a 4 on the other. Did I roll the wrong thing?
Nope, that's 94.
Okay.
Thank you. So, as you're all sitting there, and Thug is excitedly tucking into all of his food, he, midway through the meal, gets to the magic soup. And he just lifts up the bowl and quaffs it down. He's like, oh, that one tastes funny. And he looks around and kind of like shakes his head slowly. And there is a splintering, crunching sound as his chair is destroyed, as he is increased to double his size. Oh, Thug feels funny. And there's just this gigantic version of Thug sitting on the floor, still eating up the rest of his meal. Are you going to finish that?
No.
You have it.
Now, you can have my pea soup. It looks like somebody already ate it. Ugh.
It's good. Trust me, I already had mine. But Thug is a growing boy.
Oh.
Someone give him another bowl. See how big he'll get.
Another magical bowl.
Grey Rock, careful. Somewhere in that D100 there is a fireball. It could have been very different. a bunch of level 1 characters caught in the middle of a fireball would have been very, very bad indeed. So congratulations, Daisy. You didn't kill you all. Now, so I think as it is getting on a little bit, quite a bit over in this side of the world, we shall leave our group here. A wagon acquired, decorated with the ensuite guilty killing. And you have the means to enter Candlekeep, but have not yet stepped within those walls. As you take your time and relax here at the disgusting llama. I wish Skeptic was here.
Yeah.
And you kick back and relax for an evening. You may all take the benefits of a long rest, get all those HP back, all those spell slots back, and as you awaken the next day, we shall decide what happens. We're not hating on llamas, Aftermath, don't you worry. Oh, angry llamas. No, not the angry llamas. It was a randomly generated tavern name, the Disgusting Llama. Okay, now we have to start next time because this random generator comes with rumors. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see if there is an interesting snippet or two of information that we can get as you're spending the evening in this tap room, hanging out with the various customers that are here. I will make note of everything, and we shall see just what you find out and what awakes us as we finally go inside Candlekeep. One day, someday, somewhere.
One day.
So, thank you, everybody, and to all of my lovely players here. It was a pleasure. It was such an agonizing long wait to play again, but thank you so much. It was worth the wait. And for everyone that has dropped by, we've been up over 40 all the time. Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure. For all of those raids, thank you. It was absolutely wonderful to have you all in. All of the follows, thank you so much. Those of you that followed, and we have a followers Discord, so I will be whispering you an invitation to that. So do check your Twitch whispers, the messages here on Twitch soon, and I will get that sent to you right now, actually, as soon as we are done going offline. So, great to have you all here. Thank you for all of the inspirations and all of the chatting back and forth in the side there. It is always lovely to share our adventures with you, and we'll be looking forward to welcoming you back next time we are celebrating arriving at Candlekeep. And as we do that, we will be taking a break because this campaign, unfortunately, is every other week. So we will be back on August 7th. August 7th is going to be our next outing to this part of the Sword Coast. But do not worry, you can catch us before that, as next Tuesday we'll be going into our second session of our miniature campaign, a mini 7-session campaign just over the summer break. As our Icewind Dale is on summer break, we are down on the tropical island, the Snout of Omgar, a total infested island off the south coast of Chult, that jungle peninsula with all of its undead and dinosaurs and the like. And the champions have been guided in the direction of a lost temple off in the jungles that used to belong to the cat god of vengeance, Bast, but now is being used by other creatures for other purposes. But never fear, the Vengeance Paladin, played by our wonderful Chase, will be leading the charge as they purge the temple's halls of these non-believers and claim it back in the name of his god. And Josh, thank you, Mogris, will be there as Waku Waku, the little Cobalt warlock, who has quite the burden he's carrying with him. And all of the wonderful people, AJ from Roll for Damage and Winter's Tales, and our good friends, Aylin and Andy as well, will be joining us for that. Do not miss this wonderful group, a new group to our channel. They've just played one session together so far. Jump in and see what they're up to next week. Then, after that, on Thursday or Wednesday evening, depending which part of the world you're in, we'll be diving down into the Underdark once more for Out of the Abyss. Then later on Thursday, it is Curse of Strahd. What happened in the secret session that none of the players were allowed to watch? Only you find people that were there, and us know what happened, and we shall talk about that as we go back to Kresk, back to the spooky abbey up on the hill, as the poor, limp, lifeless form of Esmeralda is being borne aloft as they are trying to have her resurrected by the creepy abbot who works there. And then that will bring us around to Friday, when we will be back with our Descent into Avernus campaign. As it's all ramping up very quickly, they have plotted to kill Arkan the Cruel. Will Joe Manganiello show up to play his character? I don't think so, but who knows? I'm going to send a message just in case. You never know. You never know. We do have some very special guests coming up in the near future. Stay tuned. As I said before, do have a look at these socials once more, as you can always see what's going on over on our Twitter or the YouTube channel. Now, that will bring us all the way around to Saturday again, but we will not be here, I'm afraid. But you can see 3 of our number, as Merrin, Michael, and I are over on Quest Junkies UK, and you can join us there for his fantastic campaign as we continue into Rodania to discover just what is going on. Another fantastic library is being visited there, and you can see me as a player, not a DM in that one, and enjoy all of the wonderful, wonderful things that are going on. And yes, indeed, a special guest is going to be joining us next Saturday. Can I say who it is, Patch? Time lag. Yeah, Merrin knows already. You know already, that's cheating. You can't answer for Patch. Can I reveal, Patch, or would you like to save that? Oh, thank you, sir. We will be joined by the fantastic Emma from Phoenix Ueki here. You know her as Vanta in Curse of Strahd and Lincoln in Descent into Avernus, guesting as a special guest spot in our Rodania game. Do not miss whatever is going to happen. It's going to be eventful, no matter what. But as my throat is about to die, I shall stop talking and leave all of these fine folks to head on with their day, and all of you as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Everyone, I hope you enjoyed your various heroics and dastardly deeds. Let's quickly go around here, as we're not rushing off quite as much as we often are, as it's a bit earlier in the day for all of you. What did you enjoy, or what are you looking forward to in our session today, or upcoming sessions? Let's go the opposite way around. We started with Diaz and the introductions, so let's go back the other way. Osmosis, what did you enjoy, or what are you looking forward to?
The fight was good.
Good.
Besides dying twice, but
It's all part of it.
I had my girl here to get me back up.
Yeah. Having the full experience.
Well, at least I wasn't dead the real time.
Yeah, I just want to double check. You guys are okay being so far apart on the overlay, right? I felt a little bit guilty putting you in opposite corners there.
No.
You got to put up with each other all the rest of the day, so you have a little metaphysical space here. Okay, thank you. Yes, I'm glad you enjoyed the combat too, because yeah, it's always a fun side of things, and especially that kind of length of combat. That's a nice kind of length there. You don't want things to drag on too long or be too easy either. So I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, now Maros, what did you enjoy, or what are you looking forward to?
I mean, as always, I always enjoyed. I'm same with Osmosis here. I really liked the fighting.
Good.
I always enjoy killing something. Even though that's not my passion, but if it comes in my way, I will kill it.
Fair enough.
But I'm looking forward to what Candlekeep has to hold for us.
Indeed.
What we have awaiting for us at the library, and to see if we can't fix my family. So we'll
Fingers
wait and
crossed.
see.
Indeed. Okay, thank you. Now, as we move along there, Greira, what did you enjoy, or what are you looking forward to?
To be honest with you, Phoenix, I just enjoy all of it, man. It's so creative, and it gets my imagination going in a way that doesn't usually happen in everyday life. So what am I looking forward to? the next session. It sucks we got to wait 2 weeks. Thanks as always, man. It's been awesome.
No, it's an absolute pleasure always. Thank you. And last but not least, DS.
I like how we just, like he said, it's just very creative and we just roll on the fly. I thought it was funny that I ran up the arch, fell off of it, but Thug caught me. It's just.
Yes, that's great.
I like that.
Fantastic.
And
Okay.
I'm looking forward to getting inside that library.
Yes.
And all the Monty Python references. More of those, please.
Yes.
if they come to mind. Yes, indeed. Okay. I'm just waiting for next time you meet a drow with a French accent, the Menzoberranzan accents. Are you from Menzoberranzan? Greyride, especially you. You've got you've lost your accent very much so, but you can say to them, they're like, of course I'm from Menzoberranzan. Why do you think I have this outrageous accent?
Yeah.
Someday.
Run away.
Okay. Yes. Now go away, or I shall taunt you a second time. As we wrap up there, everyone, thank you so much. I do hope that you can join us some other time during the week. Thank you for all of the attention that you have shared, all the time you have shared with us, and we will be back before you know it. But until then, let's stick around for the raid, and be sure to jump on over and make sure that you are on their channel, not just going along with the raid, and jump on in there. Who is going at the moment? Oh, Vicky is still playing her game. Our good friend Vicky, the social media manager from Sirenscape, the wonderful people who produce all these sounds and things. You're very welcome, Master Matthew. It was a pleasure as always. And let us go and say hello to our good friend Vicky, as she is still playing her Fighting Fantasy, Choose Your Own Adventure playthrough, which she has gamified into a fun role-playing experience. So, stick around for the raid. Let's go and give her a nice surprise. And if you've got them, let those phoenixes fly. But until then, as we like to say around these parts, oyasuminasai. Bye.
So,